They've been an early surprise here at the Scott Tournament of Hearts in Regina. Team PEI from Charlottetown. Tammi Lowther, first time here, but the rest of the team full of experience and sitting at 2-1. Boy, the place was rocking last night. A record crowd of more than 7,300 on hand to see Saskatchewan. And this lady, Cathy Trowell, against Team Canada. She can make the shots, although she lost. And on this third day of play, after 6 draws, 3 of the favorites lead the standings. Alberta, Canada, Saskatchewan, all at 3-1. PEI, as I say, 2-1. And then 3 teams at 2-2, including the Yukon Northwest Territories. On through Manitoba and New Brunswick, both at 1-3. These are the games on the ice. It's a big game. Ontario, look at them at 1-2. We'll feature Prince Edward Island against Saskatchewan. And so it is. Charlottetown against Regina. PEI's Tammi Lowther. Saskatchewan's Cathy Trowell from here in Regina and the Scott Tournament of Hearts. We had lots of people on hand for the morning draw, and after they take their little lunch break, not much of a break, really, an hour, they're back in to the Agridome for draw number 7. It's Saskatchewan against PEI. With their thoughts, Lyndon Ray.
Well, it's very nice to be back. Good job this morning.
Little shopping. Did you do a little shopping this morning? Yes, you did.
Lying in bed with the tea and honey. A little bit of a cold today.
You have that big budget for clothes, I know.
Well, it was a good morning, and it's getting very interesting because everybody has at least one win and everybody has at least one loss. And we have 2 teams that we've watched a little bit, Saskatchewan and PEI. Saskatchewan we happened to see last night, Ray, and an interesting team.
A very interesting team. Last night was really electrifying in here as they played against Sandra Schmer. And they got beat up a little bit, but it was a good game till the 9th inning when it came apart. But Cathy got herself together this morning and really played well. Christy Lewis came up with a very, very good game, and that makes a big difference. Your third, especially last night when she was playing against Jan Becker, she ran into some problems. But Cathy looks strong. It's going to be another big crowd today, so this should be a very interesting game.
And both teams know how to score. Saskatchewan may be the more open of the 2 teams. PEI has been a little bit more aggressive in play. Tammi Lowther, this is her first appearance. She is skipping. That may be the difference. The experience is at 3rd and 2nd. Susan McInnes, Shelley Musica, and I really think the 3rd battle will be it again. We talked about Christy Lewis last night against Jan Becker. It's Christy Lewis against Susan McInnes of PEI. She has skipped before. She has played 3rd before. Susan is a tremendous player, so let's watch that battle. Vic?
Well, you are. Your wish is our command. Glad to be and have you on TSN. And when you get home and you're near the computer, well, you can find out all about the Scott Tournament of Hearts, the complete listing of the Season of Champions, player profiles, scores, standings, and so much more, all about curling on TSN. And it's at our website address, www.tsn.ca/curling. So coming up, it's draw 7 on a Monday afternoon. That lady, Cathy Trowell, and her team from the Cali Club here in Regina against PEI and Tammi Lowther from the Charlottetown Curling Club, and it's all next on TSN.
It's always been my way or no way, right? So when I go away, I stay at Super 8. I want it comfortable. Am I right? I want my VIP discount and friendly people. But not too friendly. Life's great at Super 8.
Introducing new McCain Golden Crisp Waffles. Made waffle iron thick to stay fluffy on the inside while toasting up golden and crisp on the outside. Treat yourself to the real waffle iron taste of new McCain Golden Crisp waffles. Waffle iron thick to toast up light and crispy every time.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime Boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
Purex has gone to great lengths to give you a longer-lasting bathroom tissue. Purex Double Roll. With twice as many pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out. Purex Double Roll. Pillowy softness that lasts twice as long.
Thursday, the NHL's best are back on TSN. Catch an original six matchup between the Leafs and the Rangers. And best of all, there's no time change. Molson NHL tonight. Check it out on TSN.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Pillowy Soft Purex Bathroom Tissue.
We're ready now for this Monday afternoon. It's the 7th draw of the 98 Scott Tournament of Hearts from the Agridome in Regina. And our featured game is Prince Edward Island against Saskatchewan. We're playing on sheet C. Time to read the ice now. Brought to you by Star Choice. Here's Ray.
Well, the center rocks are the key here. Getting around those center rocks. It's not a lot of movement, about 2 feet around here, but it'll change throughout the game. We'll talk about it in a moment. Around the corner guards, it's about 2.5. However, getting to this 12-foot area out here is almost impossible. For example, when the rock is over here, it'll break into the 8-foot area, but won't finish into the 12-foot. So it's really hard to get some play over here. We had a little bit of frost this morning creep in. It was a big crowd. You'll see a little bit today. What happens is the dark circle area in particular will fudge a little bit, so you have to watch the brushing very closely. More swing later as the game goes on. This should be another good game. Two solid teams.
There you see the two skips. Cathy Trowell, Tammi Lowther, Charlottetown, and Regina.
There's 2 different exits. I don't know why.
And throwing the lead stones for Prince Edward Island is Julie Scales. It'll be Carrie Lynn Schikowsky for Saskatchewan. Shelly Muzika is the PEI second. Karen Daku for the team from the Cali Club. Susan McInnes, very experienced at skip, now throwing third stones. Christy Lewis for Saskatchewan. And the skip of this PEI team from the Charlottetown Curling Club, Tammi Lowther, in her first appearance at a national championship. As well, Cathy Trowell from the Cali Club here in Regina represents Saskatchewan. PEI to play the Red Stones, Saskatchewan yellow, so PEI has the hammer here in this first end. And to get us going, this is the Saskatchewan lead, Carrie Lynn Schikowsky.
Carrie Lynn came off the game this morning with a few problems on her takeout game. If you were scouting all of these players, they've been pretty consistent. And Carrie Lynn this morning had an excellent draw percentage at 87, but her hit percentage was below 50. So if you were scouting her, you might think you might want to force her into some tough hits, although often players rebound off a bad game as well.
And that's a little different than what we've been seeing, Linda, because the teams have been hitting a lot better. And one of the reasons for that, of course, what helps a hitting game is that the house is not very lively, so hitting and sticking becomes a little bit easier. But this morning, in this morning's game, the game we covered, the hitting percentages were up pretty high and the draws were not.
Absolutely. And Julie, for example, in her last game, which wasn't this morning, it was last evening, had a draw percentage lower than her hit. Her hit was up at 80%. So that is the more typical pattern we have seen on this ice.
Great shot, Jules.
What was interesting this morning is one of the teams were using hog-to-hog time, so we could hear them over and over talk about these times. Draw has been very consistent. Ice speed between the hog lines, about 14 seconds for the draw. to get a guard in place, 15.5, maybe even more. And this morning I noticed that the Northwest Territories Yukon team, Kelly Kalo, used those times. And for example, takeouts, 9.5 was normal hit for them, and that was the number they would use. So you can really see that time come into play when teams use that exact system.
Well, Kelly told me actually she was afraid that you would be too tough on her. She didn't use the exact times.
That was very good of her. I appreciated that as I watched.
First stone from Saskatchewan into the rings, and now it's a hit game as Julie Scales throws her second, the PEI lead. It's interesting. Tammi Lowther, the skip, it's her first appearance, but for the others, they've all been here before. Musica, McInnes, Scales. And it's the great mix and match on PEI. There's such a limited number, Linda Ray, of competitive curlers. You're more apt to see that. And it's really Tammi Lowther was brought onto the team this year. She had been away from the game for a number of years and was brought back on. Really, sorry.
Never use those B words early in the game.
Let's try that WWW again.
No. But she actually started off, McInnes, the third, was the skip early, and they played that way until about November, and then they made the switch.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about team building yesterday, Ray, and how it's so difficult to know what the best combination of players is. And sometimes it takes a team getting together, for example, PEI with Susan skipping, and then they play a little while and realize that combination just isn't working as well, and they make the flip, Tammi going to the skip position, and suddenly they start winning. And it's not a magic formula. For some reason, it just happens.
Well, Christy Lewis assured me at lunch today I had up to the lounge and had a quick bite in between the games. We didn't have much time, but well, I will be curling well today, so you watch that.
Oh, just clean.
So I didn't curl very well last night, the early part of this. You curl well the last half of the game, just the early part of it.
Same thing, Karen.
This lady impresses me. She looks pretty cool. She looked cool again this morning. Controls the game, controls her own team.
And that's what really impressed me, because as a skip, being down the far end from the team, often you can't have a lot of control over your team, that if they get a little excited or unhappy or whatever happens during a game, you don't have a lot you can do with them. But Cathy in particular with Christy, when Christy had a few problems, was so good with her and got her to refocus on the shot and not the big picture, the big crowd, the big situation. So I was very impressed with Cathy's composure. And it's not easy coming into her home area. Lots of fans cheering for her. But I also mentioned last night that you can flip that the pressure is sometimes felt. But if you flip it and say, wow, this is great, I've got the hometown crowd in my favor, you can feed off that energy and play even better.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it can work for you. It can definitely. It's kind of one of those things if you don't get out of the box. We saw it in the Saskatoon Brier, for example. And if you get the... You lose 3 or 4 early, and you get your back against the wall, the pressure, it works against you. But if you get off to a good start, it can really drag you a long way. Well, this sport is no different. The momentum and the crowd being in behind you can really be of help.
Christy's one game that she wasn't happy with was the game against Team Canada, where she had a 67% average, but overall it's at 76. So obviously in the other 3 games she's played a very solid game and has helped her team out a lot.
Well, she made the point in the newspaper. She said, I went in trying to ignore everything around, and then I just realized there are the cameras. And I thought about the number of people watching me, and it was tough not to lose it. But the interesting thing was what Cathy Trowell said to her: you gotta focus. You gotta focus it out.
And it's hard. An arena is very different. The background as you watch the players slide out is very different. The colors around you. A curling club is always the same. They're almost always the same inside the curling ice area, so you learn to focus a certain way, and it is much different. And the experience the first few games for Saskatchewan will really help them now as they move through the week.
That's good. Great wave, Susan.
Well, as we know, Vic, the microphones and cameras can have, can play havoc with B's and W's.
Yes.
You knew I wasn't going to let that go by. You just can't let it go
make
by.
a mistake, eh? You build 1,000 bridges.
A guy makes one little error.
Hurry! Hard!
Up and down the sheet.
Right up hard, right up. Okay, little roll. Yep. Good job. job.
You know, Linda Ray, some important games here when you think about it, and we'll correct the record on Manitoba. It is 1-3, Manitoba. Nova Scotia at 1-2. And Merklinger really can't afford Ontario to go to 3 losses so early. And then New Brunswick and Newfoundland. And again, that would be a tough 4th loss for New Brunswick.
Oh. Stay close. Yep. Go for a little while. Yep. Yep. Right up. Right up. Right up. Great shot.
I know the two of you were talking a lot about when to go for it in these games, and we've mentioned before why players play it more open to start. You're gathering information on the ice, gaining confidence for your team, perhaps gathering information on the opponent. But I know all of us believe that you shouldn't wait very long, and that there are times in the game when you really do have to capitalize on your opportunities, and it will be interesting again to see which of these teams goes for it first.
Your weight was great, yeah. Chrissy just put her weight on at the end on that one over there, that's all.
Technically very sound, which really helps with the focus. You don't have to worry about the delivery. Just wait to the broom.
Hurry. Hurry. Hurry, guys. Right up. Right up. Good throw. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good. Great shot, Kath. That's a good shot.
Yep.
Oh, we've got another runner. How does PEI play BC? We have, well, because we just have Cathy Borst and Tammi Lowther, both runners. Hog line to hog line. We'll have a little bit of a dash, a little sprint.
We could do that. Donovan Bailey may have nothing on now.
That's right. It's not the spikes, it's the grippers. Tammi Lowther.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right up. Hurry. All the way.
This ice is really interesting. It's like a well-groomed golf course that is changing with the elements. Because of the fact, and this is no way criticism of the people that are making the ice, because of the fact it's a large building without the air circulation capabilities, in other words, without being no air conditioning system. You know, the size of the crowd, the temperature and weather outside will play a little havoc. So the sheet of ice, each sheet will react a little bit different. And we all know that you know, you play the game of golf differently, for example, when it's raining and when it's the course is slow, or when it's windy, and you're getting the same kind of thing here. It's good ice, but you have to be on your toes. You have to watch for it to change and change with it. And so the more experienced players, Sandra Schmerder, for example, who's the best, one of the best at reading ice, able to pick those kind of small things up. So it's interesting. It's going to make for a very interesting week. It's good ice, but you've got to stay alert.
We have a long wait here.
And the comparison with golf, one of the things is in a golf course, you can often tell from the grass, the length of the grass, the wetness out there, what to do. With curling ice, there are a few clues about the frost buildup and those sorts of things, but not as visible. You can't see the movement, the slant of the ice as you can perhaps with a golf green. So it takes a lot of focusing by the skip.
Cathy Trowell unable to hold her shooter, and so it'll be a throw through for Lowther and PEI here in the first to blank. Get an idea of just what it does. Saw where the brush is with that kind of weight, so she gets maybe 6-8 inches worth of movement. Tuck that away as she goes to school on it. PEI in Saskatchewan will blank the first.
Pretty straight, eh?
7th draw. Pretty straight. PEI in Saskatchewan here in Regina.
You know the kind of things that can give you a delightful thrill. So do we. The new restyled 1998 Mercury Mystique. Imagine yourself in a Mercury.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Let's begin our updates in the 7th draw with Manitoba and Nova Scotia. Manitoba coming off their 3rd loss of the week this morning. Lois Fowler from Brandon, Mary Manitoba from Halifax. And a little bit of a shake of the head, looking for the blank. Won't, sits top 12 for 1. Nova Scotia and Manitoba to have the hammer playing 2. British Columbia and Ontario. BC, Sue Garvey coming off a very big win over Sandra Schmerler to even her record at 2-2. Ontario's Anne Merklinger from the Rideau in Ottawa at 1-2. Final stone for Garvey out of the Kamloops Curling Club. And drawing for her single, needs full 4 with her final stone. As Ontario has one covered, and it'll stop in time. 1 for BC. Merklinger to have hammer playing 2. Here at the Agridome as we continue. 3 draws a day right through the end of round robin, and this is draw 2 on this Monday afternoon in Regina.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, we just had an exchange of stones, Lou, so it looks like both teams are going to wait a little while.
It is always interesting to watch to see which one will make the first move. And obviously for us, we like to see aggressive play, but we have to remember these players are out there under a lot of pressure. They want to make sure their records are enough to make it to the playoffs, and so they make decisions based on that. But I do think waiting, as we all think, waiting too long can be a mistake.
Whoa, easy. Your weight here. No. Anything, Cap? Can I go? Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. Don't go too far. We don't have lots of rock.
And just to make sure you're awake, Ray, what turn is this one?
This will probably be an intern because she's left-handed.
Very good. Very quick.
You obviously had too much sleep, Linda.
Yeah, she's coming out.
That's right.
Coming out here all fired, huh?
Really out of the blocks, isn't she?
Yeah. Right up, man. Hard. Whoa, clean. Just clean.
Great shot, Chow.
Right over.
Great shot.
I'm not sure we can classify that as a great shot. It was a very good shot, but not a great shot.
Little down. Yeah.
Confidence building maybe by the
I see.
team.
Clean. Whoa. It's control, Cap. It's not real down. Whoa.
We do see a lot of different brushes.
Good throw,
Two different kinds of synthetics being used there.
That's good weight.
We've talked a little bit about with the ice whether the teams would switch back and forth from synthetics to hair, assuming, and it's a theory, that the hair gets down into the pebble a little better if it's frosty. But at this point, most of the teams have stuck with what they started with. Remember, the rules do allow you to switch even within a game as long as you stay with the same type of tool to sweep with.
Starting to come a bit. Got to curl a lot. Nothing. Whoa. It's coming down, eh? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got it. Go hard. Go hard. Hard, Sue. Okay.
And just enough to push it past
Probably
the
have to
back
throw
line.
a little more. Throw maybe normal out that far out the wings, eh? Frosty too, eh?
Yeah, that's a good weight. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Whoa. Weight's good. Yes. Whoa. Weight's real good. Yes. Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, go hard, Carrie. Go, right over.
Good girl, Chris.
Christie kept calling out, but that front end of Daku and Chakowski weren't listening. They just were all ears for their skip.
Well, very well trained.
Susan McInnes was in her 4th appearance.
Be a little up.
She played for Kim Dolan and Cathy Gallant when she was playing
Stay
third
close.
in those
Just
first
clean.
2 appearances.
Just
Got a
clean.
6-5 record as a skip.
Okay, well. Whoa. That might fall a bit. Nice throw, Susan. Shot, Susan.
And I was very impressed with her as a skip in the last appearance when we saw her. She was also pretty cool out there. So I do think that may be a huge difference for Tammi.
Whoa!
Well, I think also, you know, with the experience, and I think an experience is going to show here this week because the ice is a little bit tricky. I think that's where she can be, you know, be of great help.
No,
Put it back a bit. Come on. Okay. Okay. Was that up? A little bit from your first. No. Okay.
This is the same sheet of ice that Saskatchewan did play on draw 6. That was earlier today. That may be a slight advantage, although they do scrape and re-pebble, and it changes somewhat. And as Ray has mentioned, as the building warms up during the day, we do see different movement, especially as the game progresses.
The 2 outside sheets changed more drastically than the 2 middle sheets this morning. But talking to Sue Garvey, she said her sheet in the interview after, she said our ice stayed pretty consistent. It got a little bit swingier, but nothing like we saw on the outside sheet this morning. Actually, Vic picked it up immediately on the 4th or 5th end. Remember the intern started curling so much?
Yeah, it really was almost like somebody flicked a switch.
It was really noticeable. Yeah.
Vic is very perceptive about that sort of thing. Can never fool him.
Just control weight. Weight's the whole trick out here today. Whole thing.
Your experience through broadcasting all these years, Vic, I'm sure you're a huge help to your skip. Reading the ice.
Yeah,
that would happen to be my wife, and she doesn't want my help.
Frost already, you see that?
He doesn't want my help.
Patchy,
What do you
so
think?
you're
Never
gonna
mind.
have to watch the sweep draws.
I'll just go and throw.
Married a very smart girl.
Weight's good. Control.
Up and down the sheet.
Clean.
Cathy Trowell now, the first for the Saskatchewan skip. Cathy won a AT&T Canada Mixed Championship in 1996, along with her sister Karen Inglis and the 2 Bryden brothers, Randy and Russ.
Yeah, see, it's just so weight sensitive.
Yeah, it's really weight sensitive.
Like you didn't even have that much up. It just
You can see the frost coming already. So the frost isn't going to necessarily at the beginning here make it go any slower.
No.
It's just going to keep it straight.
Straight, exactly. Yeah.
Has she read that well? Is that the truth?
Well, on the outside like that, for sure, the frost can hold it straight. We saw this morning as it softened up a little bit, we saw a little bit more movement. It wasn't so much the frost as the ice just got a little bit warmer. But there's no question, as you step the weight up, you get the straight action.
Right up. Hurry. Hurry. Come on. Hurry.
Tammi Lowther in her first. Can't hold the shooter.
Good sweeping.
Tammy's mom is here.
It's good weight, Tammi.
Dad, however, couldn't make it. Well, it's not that he couldn't. He just, no way. He said, I'm too nervous. I'm not going to enjoy that there. So Bill Cudmore is back home in Charlottetown, and we say hello on behalf of your daughter.
Yeah.
Slick.
Slick, okay?
Yeah.
So you think he's pacing the living room right now, Victor?
Yeah, just a few laps.
Out to the kitchen, into the fridge.
Yeah.
Out to the dining room, into the fridge. Get to that fridge enough by the 7th or 8th, then it won't matter.
Gosh, I gotta go do shopping. It's empty now.
They've talked about the fact that the frost hasn't affected the weight. It's been nice and consistent. We'll get a good look at it on our rock clock.
Oh, we're close, I think.
Remains very good brushing ice, though. You can carry a rock a long way.
So to T-line, this is the
the
almost perfect weight, isn't it?
Yeah, 14 seconds.
Nice weight, Kath.
And with brushing, they could have got
That's
that harder
good
to
weight.
the button.
Exactly. Nice for the skip to have a chance to throw one of those early and visualize that for later in the game.
Hit first.
Yeah.
That's our normal.
Normal.
Looking in for the blank here in the second.
Now.
Prince Edward Island and Tammi Lowther.
Yep. Clean. Just clean. Yep. Right up. Clean. And just clean.
Great one.
Nice shot.
Shot, Tammy.
Blank again.
Another one. PEI and Saskatchewan will blank the first two. When will somebody make a move?
And that's exactly right.
Maybe in the third when we come back to Regina.
You just gave them. No, I was just saying.
The Nabob Coffee Company has harnessed the power of the volcano. You see, the nutrients in this volcanic ash enrich the nearby coffee fields and help grow the better beans for Nabob tradition. I'm here to select only those better beans that meet our high standards and give Nabob tradition coffee its better flavor and aroma. At Nabob, we get better beans. You get better coffee.
I think that an economic forecast is more than a number. It's how's the economy going to evolve and how that's going to impact you. Our forecast can really contribute to your retirement planning.
Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
Honey, do you need any help?
Mommy, I'm a big girl now.
You can feel the cottony softness. Cottony soft. Cottonelle. Gentle. Hypoallergenic. What's going on in there?
Just bathroom stuff, Mom.
Cottonelle. Feel the cottony softness.
Yes, it's boredom twitch syndrome. You're lucky. There's a new treatment.
Got boredom twitch syndrome? Get relief with Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of sports, movies, and entertainment, all with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. We got them small, we got them round, we got them big, we got them long. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. For 4-inch cars and heavy trucks, bring on in parts and you will find. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. For quality, we have the line for top performance every time.
UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
Superior parts for every type of range you know is built just right. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts.
Available at Auto Pro and UAP Napa member installers.
Five Nations Rugby is coming at you. Friday, Scotland takes on France. TSN.
Continuing our updates, Manitoba, Nova Scotia. You see Manitoba scored one. That's Lois Fowler in the first with hammer. This the final stone of Nova Scotia's Mary Madital out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax. Comes in with a record of 1-2. trying to find the hole, will crash in front, and that one red stone sitting top of the 4-foot. Oh, she scores 2. That one in the 12-foot's a counter as well, so it's 3-0 for Manitoba. Now New Brunswick and Newfoundland. New Brunswick opened with a single with the hammer. That's Cathy Floyd out of St. John, playing Heather Strong from St. John's in the St. John's Curling Club. Hit, roll it far enough. No, it'll hang on. And lousy outside fighters. 1-1. New Brunswick, Newfoundland, as they go to the third here at the Agridome. And no score to tell you about on our featured game, but against British Columbia and Ontario, they're tied 1-1. BC with the hammer playing 3, and as we go to 3, it's PEI still with last rock.
First stone up meant where we're going to see some draws, some come-arounds, and PEI had the first chance to get in behind the guard, and unfortunately, what we saw a lot on the first couple of days of play, the stone was just too deep.
3/4. Yeah, let's play this, Jules. Okay.
That meant Saskatchewan could get in there, and that's why PEI is faced with having to either make a play or draw up to it, and they've decided on the draw.
PEI lead, Julie Scales.
Good. Weight's good. Just to it. Yeah, for line. Yeah, come on.
This has become a very common kind of play with the free guard zone rule, allowing the first stone to be left in there. It can't be completely removed from play, so we see a lot of these freeze attempts. Trying to position the stone into a better position than the opponent, so you have a chance later to pump it up into the button area.
Hack at it. I like hack.
I like back line.
You want to play hack at it?
I like back line.
I was going to say, I think all you can do is back line. Okay. Anything more, you're not going to get any movement.
Yeah, I like to get it right out. You got to get it right out, though.
It's not going to be there if we play hack.
This is a great example of how weight sensitive it is. They're talking about trying to tap back the PEI stone.
Okay, between back line and hack.
You can't quite see it all, hey? Okay, you can give me just back line, okay?
Yeah, like just we'll punch it just through.
All right, yeah, if you can punch it out, just enough to punch it out, which is just, you know.
They feel that if they play hack, they're fairly close to the edge of the 4-foot band. They think it'll go too straight, so they're trying to bring it down just a little bit from that. Karen will try the back line, just poke it through.
Karen Daku here in the third.
Yeah! Hurry! Whoa!
Just back line, Cap.
Yep!
Can I go on this one?
Yep. Go. Right out.
Very nice. Great communication. And look at Carrie Lynn Schikowski.
Nice shot, Karen.
Great shot to come across the face. Can I go on this one? You bet. Schikowski almost drags it out the back.
That's good.
Normal.
PEI with last rock does not like this situation. Opening up the front.
Wow. No.
Yep.
Just clean. Nice shot. Great shot.
Well, it all started when the first rock was put out in front, and that started it all off. Cathy Trowell decided to play an offensive shot by putting it on the center line in front, and that's what generated this.
Yeah, guard. Okay, halfway.
Line, it's gotta work, guys. Let it work.
Gotta let it go. Halfway. We'll finish it, Kath. We're gonna have to go soon.
Okay, come on, keep it coming,
How is
man.
line?
Keep it coming.
Okay, weight's great.
Got a long way to go yet.
Halfway.
Come on, keep it coming. Right up. That's good. That's all right.
It's It's one of those sort of perfect half and half situations. You can see half of the back one, half of the top 8-foot one, and the guard in front, protecting the proper side of the stone in the house.
Little left nose. You're good. Normal. No. Close. No. No, no, no.
Clean.
No.
Clean.
No. 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 Great shot. Okay.
Shelly Muzica opens it up. Well, you talk about how the ice makers really do nurse this ice, and there you see Dave Merklinger watching the readouts, temperatures. Ray, you got to do this all the time.
Yeah, they this is a real task for them. I'm talking to David earlier and to Lloyd Stanzo that they, you know, it's just a little tougher building. It's a beautiful building, a great facility here. But without the capabilities of controlling the temperature inside, without the air conditioner, makes the job a little bit tougher.
Line's good. Just on its own.
You bring it up a bit.
No. We don't want to punch them.
I think before the last draw, Linda, last night, they used the burners to take the frost out of the ice.
They've been burning. They've been trying the system where you cold pebble prior to the scrape to try and get more frost off. So that they're trying all the techniques that the great ice makers in Canada use. So it's all you can do in this situation. Guard comes a little deep. Susan can make a play on these. See if she can move them around, get rid of one.
Normal. Ball.
Might be up a little.
Ball. Right up. Stay close.
No. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Get ready. Not yet.
Jammed it.
That's good. That's good
Yeah,
shot.
it was tough not to. The line,
Now it's lined up,
line
though.
wasn't great, and now it's better. You've got your stone in the front in a good position.
Get less of it, I guess.
Yeah, halfway.
Another guard.
Less. 2 feet, 4 feet less, eh? Yeah.
Christy Lewis.
This looks better, Chris.
No line. No line.
No.
It's a long way to come.
No line. No line. Just let it work. Yes, bring it up.
Don't let it die.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Come on. Bring it up.
Hurry.
Come on. Hurry. Hurry. Come on. Right up. Right up. Get it to center. Come on.
Hurry.
Push hard, guys. Push hard. Come on. Get it to the center.
Right up,
Come
right
on.
up, right
A
up.
little more. That's good. Good, good, good. Good job.
Had a girl, Chris. 2 good ones.
We hit this anywhere they're going, eh?
Yeah.
Go normal.
This is right weight, eh? Same weight.
But she needs to throw some weight up here.
Running the guard back onto the red. They feel the way the yellow stones in the house are lined up. They should both go.
Susan McInnes.
Whoa. Whoa. Not a curl.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
No. 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 No.
Whoa.
No.
Gotta come up a little
Finish.
more. Get up.
Come on, finish. Oh.
It always fools you. You and I have gone to the ice and set those angles up, Linda, and it looked like that was, definitely looked to me like it was on, but...
Well, she said you could hit it anywhere, and I don't think that was the case. You had to...
Just another inch.
We had to watch the line on the first one, and it just didn't curl enough.
Floating there a bit, eh? Shelly's good too.
Well, the other thing is to give her that and take this one out. Then she still has 2. I think we just take this and flop here.
It's fine here.
Yeah.
Hang straight.
Yeah.
We're giving her 2.
We have to get rid of that one.
We're gonna give her 2.
Well, we're going to give her 3 if we don't. We miss it, we give her 3. Do you want the guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just, like, we've kind of committed.
Okay.
We're giving her a juice for sure.
Nail this guard, Kath, and we'll be okay.
Just on the inside.
No, we can't get outside of the line.
Okay,
That's what
it's-
happened to Christy. Yeah.
First
That's
call,
pretty
Cathy was
slick.
going to try to hit the front 12-foot stone and
No,
stay in the house so
actually,
that
we
she
don't,
had
because
first and
the top
second
back
shot.
Is what is also a problem.
Okay.
Okay, halfway, right straight.
Okay, we'll get it.
Changed it to the guard.
Well, you heard the conversation. If you if you hit the front one and you don't stay in the rings, you're going to give her a deuce.
We're tight. How tight? Corner freeze. How's line? We're to it. Okay. You're gonna bump it. We're okay. We're okay.
Can we corner?
Don't want to line them up.
Straight on's best. Not really best, but that's good.
That's good, Kath, because that stops that back.
Yeah, we should have kept it on
Well,
the
we
side.
should have just kept it on this side so that the angle.
We could have kept
What?
They swept a little bit and maybe even tapped that one. The angle wouldn't have been quite as good. That's what Cathy's talking about.
I don't want to lose that, though.
If Tammi hits us on the outside a little bit, she'll drive that red one right back on the shot rock.
No. Okay, well, maybe you just want to play
Go
it with
bumper?
like back line or hack weight.
No, I think we come at this. Bumper?
With bumper?
Yeah. I think we should throw a bumper. I just don't want to lose this, eh?
Yeah.
the- okay.
We'll lose it as far as...
Right here with bumper?
Yeah.
Right there.
You're thinking you don't want to lose it. Well, if you play like hack, you probably won't, eh? You want to just move it in?
Yeah,
move
and
this
move
off?
that back. Yeah. Hack?
Yeah.
Right there? With hack.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I think that's good. If you like that.
You have to hit this with a touch on the outside now. I'm not sure I wouldn't be playing a little bit more weight than hack on this.
So hack? Oh, okay. I don't want to lose that back one.
She's worried that the angle isn't quite good enough to throw the big weight, I guess. She feels that it might spill
I gotta
off.
catch half of this. Okay. Like I gotta drive it that way a little bit. Just hack, eh?
First stone for the PEI skip. Tammi Lowther in this third. No score. PEI with the hack.
Wow, girls. Ah. Watch
This
the
is
back.
a straight spot.
Only back line. Watch the back one. That's okay.
What was her final weight decision there?
Hack.
Was that hack?
It was a very light hack.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
It was more like
Oh,
back
well.
ring.
She's got that one. That's two. No, she's got to get this. So just a guard. Okay.
Just a guard.
See, we're going there in a center, right? Okay, so this we got to stay
Remember
anywhere.
mine is
no,
hot.
it doesn't matter.
Hangs.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're
as
right.
long as it's
Okay.
here.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Even an inch more.
Have to be on this side. Well, we should be okay because we can stop over here on the line, right? We
Yeah.
can afford this side. We
Oh,
can't
I can
afford to
stop on the
overcrowd.
line. That's okay. It's your. We're stopping her from coming in there. Yeah, maybe a bit.
We never swam. That's fine. Get the line here, hey?
Yeah, it's all line.
Weight's good.
We're tight. Okay, line's fine. Let it work.
Line's good. Line's good. Just over.
Whoa,
good.
whoa.
Halfway.
Okay, let it
Gonna
work.
have to go.
Line's good. Get it over. Line's
over.
good.
We're halfway.
Gonna have to
Anywhere
go.
over.
Let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Hurry.
Boy, really a good scrub here again
Okay.
by
How's line?
Chikowski and
What's the line, guys?
Daku.
No, line doesn't matter. On this shot, anywhere on this side.
Yeah.
We want.
Line was good. Anywhere on.
Well, they
anywhere
left the
on that
shot
side,
for
that's
them.
good.
It's a tough one. They're going to
Yeah.
play the in off
All
to
I
try and
had
get at
was
shot
my
rock.
head.
Yeah, I'm just wondering where we have to hit it.
Just need. Don't want to touch that,
See
eh?
anything else?
Nothing
Can
else.
you hit that yellow one real thin?
No,
and
I'm
drive
not
it in?
flirting with
Like-
that. Geez, if I do that, I can give her two.
You're thinking like here.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
don't
I
think
could
it
do
will
more
help.
damage. I could do more damage. Let's do this. Just skinny it, eh?
Yeah, we
Okay.
almost just have to redirect it, eh?
Yeah, right there with normal.
Okay.
Doesn't come very much. Hey, I just don't want to. Okay, right there.
Yeah.
You think? Just got to
We just
address.
have to, I think
Yeah.
we're there, Tammi, so.
Normal, eh?
Okay.
What do you think, Linda?
It's a no-risk situation, really. She said as long as I don't somehow angle over and take my own out top 12, so that's not a real issue here.
And there's
a redirection.
There's no way of getting there with any kind of draw weight to just tap her back for one.
No.
No. Well, Dad's not here, but Mom is. That's Tammi Lowther's mom, Diane Cudmore. Final stone, Saskatchewan is lying one right out of her hand. Just a redirection. And across and off and in. No, not enough. Hit too much of it. It would have been a really thin redirection. Saskatchewan steals one here in the third. Cathy Trowell looking to improve her record to 4-1.
Started with a pair of boots. Kodiak boots, actually. And it just grew from there. It grew from boots to shoes. From shoes to clothing. Everything to dress you up or dress you down. Oops, not that far down. You could say that wearing Kodiaks has taken on a whole new meaning.
Okay, I'll be back on Tuesday. The numbers are on the fridge. I color-coded all your meals so you won't be confused. The blue one is a beef dish. B is for beef. The pink one's a pork dish. P is for pork. You get the idea. The green one is for vegetables. It should be violet for vegetables. But I thought you might see violet but think purple and interpret pork, which would defeat the whole purpose of convenient color coding altogether. 4 minutes on high, stir halfway. Bye, guys.
So what do you guys want for dinner, blue or pink?
Did somebody say McDonald's?
I hope Mom color-coded breakfast, too.
You're in room 1056. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
This my notebook.
Hey! You got my notebook! Excuse me! Hey!
Toshiba. Toughen up for today's world. Call 1-800-387-5645. Waiting for the fish to bite, you think about how smart your daughter has gotten and how much your son is starting to look like you. And you wonder why you never noticed until now. But you might as well head back to camp. The fish seem to be as relaxed as you are. Rediscover your family while you discover North America. Recreation vehicles. Wherever you go, you're always at home. Call today for a free brochure or visit an RV dealer near you.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell. Energizer. Duracell.
Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
Let's start our updates with Manitoba, Nova Scotia. Manitoba stole 2. You saw that in the second to lead 3-0. Final stone now for Mary Manitoba and her team from the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax. Looking to get back into it, and this is a draw for 2. She has one, sitting top 8, biting the edge of the 4. And Manitoba, with a record of 1-2, gets her 2. Trails 3-2. Manitoba has the hammerback Lois Fowler. British Columbia and Ontario tied 1-1 as they play the third. Final stone for Sue Garvey from Kamloops at 2-2 against Anne Merklinger from Ottawa at 1-2. Throwing against 3. He decides to play the hit on that stone. 8 foot at the T-line, 9 o'clock position. Oh, and rolls, stops in time for her 1. 2-1, BC leading Merklinger. New Brunswick and Newfoundland tied 1-1. Final stone for Cathy Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John as she plays Heather Strong from the St. John's Curling Club in Newfoundland. New Brunswick 1-3, Newfoundland 1-2, and this is a hit for 2, and out the back it goes. 2 for New Brunswick and a 3-1 lead over Newfoundland as they have the hammer. So now you're up to date. Steal of 1 by Saskatchewan in the third has them in front, 1-0 PEI with the hammer here in the fourth.
It's an interesting situation on these early stones because the first stone went up.
Roll that, roll that.
Come around attempt was not made. The next stone was perfectly made. So the battle at lead at that particular situation was won by Carrie Lynn.
Numbers through 3 on the 2 leads. Julie Scales and Carrie Lynn Schikowski.
Nice come around by Carrie Lynn. Got to the top of the 12-foot fully buried, so PEI really had only one chance, and that was to try and open it up. I did mention coming into the game that Julie's draw percentages were a little lower than her hits, vice versa for Carrie Lynn on the Saskatchewan side.
We have no line. How's it coming? No weight. There's no weight. Yep, yep. Yep, come on. Gotta split them up. Split them up. Come on. Come on. Real hard on that. Oh, okay. That's good.
Shelley Musica and Karen Daku. Boy.
Very nice.
No seconds there. Shelley, who's married to a former PEI champion, Blair Weeks.
Close, yes! Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa! Yes! Yep! Hurry! Great shot!
Opens up that button.
Okay, let's take this off. Hit and roll here is good.
That was a nice shot. Wanted to make contact with both and get them moving, and that's exactly what she does. And the shooter stays.
Good, little up. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. We're up, little cats. You're up. Whoa. Close? No, you're up. No, we got normal.
Sorry, Cats, stop it.
Hit. Wait. Okay. That's fine. Up. Okay. No, throw this. Throw this. Throw this.
Shelley Musica, another one of those curlers now at this level who came through the Canada Winter Games. 1983 is when she appeared in the Canada Games.
What a great shot.
A great roll, too.
Look at that.
And it's absolutely socked in top 8 behind cover.
No wonder they had those great numbers. Look at how they're playing. Obviously well thrown. The nice part about it, I don't know if they were thinking roll, maybe they were, but trying to eliminate, first of all, yellow stones. That job is done, and then the perfect roll.
Look at that.
Corner freeze.
For Christy Lewis.
Pretty firm. Watch it, Billy. Yep. No. Whoa.
No, you guys.
Wait.
No.
Whoa.
No.
We can't be back.
No.
We're just can't be back. No, we can't be back.
No.
Can we
got
come
no
around
line.
it?
We're back 8.
It's all right.
Got a million.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Really impressive numbers early by both Musica and Susan
Let's
McInnes.
just throw hack. Okay. Just
We
hack.
talk about
Yep.
the roles of each position, and the reason we often talk about the battle at third is once the lead set up the end, the second either continues with the game plan or bails out. In this case, Shelley Musica for PEI bailed out so beautifully she actually got shot rock, getting rid of the 2 opponent's stones. Now it's up to the third to continue with that game plan and set it up for the skip.
Right up.
Real struggle right now for Scales, Musica to get it by that guard. They do.
Go the other way.
By their own as well. And look at the roll.
Yeah, they really had the brush to get it by. That's a very nice shot. With that long guard out there, they have Saskatchewan in a little trouble here. They have the advantage of last rock.
Curled.
It just gets by. Good brushing all the way down. They got on it early.
That little less weight, eh? And just didn't work out too bad.
You cannot miss it.
Encouragement always helps, doesn't it?
Weight's better.
Sometimes.
Yep, yep. Line's good. Just for line. Whoa, whoa, let it work. Let it work. Let it work. How's the line?
Sorry, I thought I had less.
Let it work. Let it work.
A little tap.
No, leave it.
No,
leave
yeah,
it.
no.
Leave it.
No. Whoa. Okay, that's good.
A lovely weight. Didn't come up.
Gracie, no line.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I had less weight. Sorry, I thought I had a lot less weight.
That was really nice weight.
Than last time. I thought
Okay, you've got yourself in a pretty good position here. You can see in this area here behind this guard. So the secret here now is to, when you hit this, not to sit right there. You got to get some kind of a movement into this area here. Otherwise, they'll come down, sit on top of you, and it'll be over.
Yeah, line.
Once again,
Hurry!
Scales and Musica to work. And now they back off. Susan McInnes Stone.
Whoa.
That looks like more weight.
Whoa.
Whoa. Coming. Whoa. Sorry, girl. Go.
And need a little bit of a roll. No, they'll sit
nice
right
shot.
there.
There's a couple chances here. A chance for a hit and roll. A chance for the double. And she's at 88%, so you got to like her chances of making this double, and that's what she's playing.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
You heard her say to the front end, let's play the double.
Almost in those.
Boy, if there'd ever been a roll in behind those
can't
that
jump
corner
in here,
guard
right?
again, Linda, that would have really set this end up.
Yeah, it is sometimes tough down that center line area when you're playing that quiet weight to get the roll. PEI couldn't do it. Here's a chance for Cathy to help her team out big time.
Saskatchewan leading 1-0 after the steal of one in the third.
Whoa. No.
Now watch center line and just see how tricky this spot is.
Got across center. No. Good shot. Go, Chris. Go.
Enough to get them both? No. So shot stone is yellow. Second, third belong to PEI.
Shoot. No, it had to come more.
How are we getting this mess?
Yeah, it had to just keep coming
Right
along
there,
more.
bumper.
Okay.
Okay, right there, bump.
Still a golden opportunity for the Island ladies. Hit this stone here, remove it, and roll right over here. Behind this situation.
It's a great shot you made, Shelley.
Thank you.
We were due. All right, just bumper here, eh?
Okay.
Get want a big roll.
Even if we would have been light so that we could use it,
Yeah.
is better than
Well, I
coming
was
back.
planning on being
I know
light.
you were, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that's but they thought you were light too. because that's
Referring
what-
back to
Well, I thought
Christie's
it was
first
like
rock.
half an hour.
Tammi giving Shelley the accolades of the double and roll, which really set this end up, and rightly so. It was a beautiful shot.
Whoa. Got a curl. Whoa, girls. Whoa. Got a piece yet?
It's
Whoa.
curling. Whoa.
It's a lot of weight, a little more weight than she
Yeah.
expected to throw, don't you think, Vic?
Okay, Tammi.
Exactly. I mean, she was looking to roll over and
That
sit
was
back
up, eh?
4.
Yeah.
Maybe back 8.
There's the comment there. She just was up. Too much weight. Sometimes that adrenaline gets rushing on you.
Sorry, just up weight, eh?
So conceding 2 with this hit, Linda.
Got lucky out of this.
I like the call.
We did exactly
Yeah,
the
to make
wrong
a play
thing.
on that,
Being
one
short
buried
was
is very
we
difficult.
have to
Be
punch
short
it
on
up.
Hit the second shot,
You
Rock,
can't
and
be like when you take a gamble
Always
like
have
that.
to be
give
short
Tammi a
on
draw for
threes
2.
like that.
Don't know if you heard
Okay, don't jump it.
Kathy just say to her
It's
friend,
gonna
he
give you
says,
control. That's what I had
we
last
got
time.
lucky in this one.
Little up. Little up. Little up.
Queen's good.
No, one queen.
Queen.
out. Off. That's good. Great shot. That's good.
I'm not sure great, but that's a very good shot. I think we're misusing this word great.
I don't like cleaning there at all, that line.
They're just very enthusiastic.
No, we play, like this is the same result as if
Same as in
If
practice?
the field, we're giving them 2. Yeah.
No keener. Same as in practice, though? Very good.
Draw for 2. Nice
Full 8,
situation.
eh? Piece of the 8, I guess, yeah.
All set up by a wonderful double and roll behind a corner guard. Terrific example, textbook situation of how a corner guard can get you an extra point.
Final stone for Prince Edward Island. And their skip, Tammi Lowther.
You need backing? You need backing.
Got no backing, so.
Should be just to the tee.
Scales, Musica back right off.
Good.
I think they feel
Full
pretty
8.
happy about this one.
Throw, Tammi. Good sweep and good judge. Yep.
So it's 2 for Prince Edward Island here in this 4th to take the lead, while Cathy Trowell and Saskatchewan feel maybe just a little bit lucky. It could have been worse.
Threw it well.
Prince Edward Island ahead as we go to 5
Really well.
here in Regina.
Great throw. Nice way shot.
Threw it good.
Yeah,
Great.
that's a great shot.
And now, another TSN Sports Break.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the TSN Newsroom. On Sports Test tonight at 6:30 Eastern, we'll have reports from Vancouver, where the bulk of our Canadian athletes have returned from Nagano. Meanwhile, a little closer to home, the Washington Redskins have made a major free agent signing today. The Redskins have signed free agent tackle Dana Stubblefield to a 6-year, $36 million contract, including an $8 million signing bonus. Stubblefield, who spent his first 5 seasons with the 49ers, had 15 sacks last season and was voted the Associated Press Defensive Player of the Year. Interesting news from the NHL just coming across the wire as we speak. The Detroit Red Wings have announced that the NHL has rejected the lucrative offer sheet between Detroit Red Wings and holdout center Sergei Fedorov and the Carolina Hurricanes. Red Wings, according to general manager Ken Holland, the deal was for $28 million for playing for less than a third of a season. We're working on the story. Hope to have more for you in our next updates.
Dear Dave, I asked this cool girl out, and she said yes. So I got a trim, a new shirt, and bought flowers, which left me with exactly not a lot of money. Dave, am I glad Wendy's has a super value menu. We got junior bacon cheeseburgers, Biggie fries, baked potatoes, Caesar side salad, and Biggie drinks. Everything was delicious, and I think I'm in love. Tim.
I love happy endings. Wendy's super value menu, where everything is always just 99 cents or $1.39 every day.
Since the Hendrick Racing Team started using Quaker State, they finished 1-2 in the 96 Winston Cup standings. Finished 1-2-3 this year at Daytona. And they've won at Rockingham, Bristol, Martinsville, and Charlotte. Which makes you wonder, is it in their blood or in their engines? Quaker State, the quality the Hendrick Racing Team demands, the quality your car deserves.
Introducing 8 hours of fever relief. New Children's Advil.
A tough cold isn't just up here. Your sinuses are congested too. That's why there's Advil Cold and Sinus for congestion. It's tough on colds like Advil is on pain. And now it's available without a prescription.
Advil Cold and Sinus, today's relief for tough colds.
Nearing the midway point of this 7th draw, let's get you updated. Manitoba, Nova Scotia as they play 4-3-2. Lois Fowler from Brandon ahead of Mary Manitow from Halifax. Final stone from the Manitoba champions sitting at 1-3. Hits looking to blank. Boy, they've had trouble. All the teams blanking. Ends this week. 4-2, Manitoba up. British Columbia against Ontario, 2-1. BC leading Ontario's Anne Merklinger. And a key game for Merklinger from the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa. She sits at 1-2. 3 losses would set her back. Could be a big setback early in the competition. And look at this. Shooter rolls. And she'll give up the steal of 1. Back 12, so it's 3-1. Sue Garvey from Kamloops in front. New Brunswick and Newfoundland, and it is 3-2. And this is the final stone for Heather Strong from St. John's. Makes the hit, and that's how they sit. 3-2, New Brunswick ahead of Newfoundland. And in our featured game here in the 7th draw, Prince Edward Island set it up, played it very well. Had a chance for more, but get there 2 with hammer to lead 2-1. Saskatchewan for the first time have last rock as we play 5.
Rocks thrown into the rings, just an exchange of stones, Lou.
It was an interesting last end, and Saskatchewan obviously not wanting to take a chance putting any guards up this end, so they've just played the hits.
Actually, the only time she did throw a rock on the center line, she stole a point. Out in front, right? Third end.
Well, she put one out last end, though.
That's probably pretty close to normal, eh?
And gave up 2.
Susan, if you want to just tell her here really fast. Like we're getting in the hat.
So it worked once.
Did she throw that one up in front last end?
Yes.
Just control weight.
Okay. I withdraw my question.
Worked once and didn't work once. You know, it's 50-50 so far.
Weight's good. Clean. Just control. Yep. Whoa.
I guess I should have kept you on. It's good.
Shot.
Phew.
The outturn, if you flare it, it's true.
This Ford email from Randy Mahoney of Marathon, Ontario. Why do some players lift their rocks in their delivery while others do not?
Well, the very easiest way to answer this is to pick up a series of tapes put out by Lyndon Ray. No, it's a different style. We could, you know, it's at one time, of course, all the rocks were swung, and you really needed the downward motion and the swing because of the ice conditions, and we didn't have the fast sliding materials. Now, you can definitely get the speed and power from the hack by not using a swing, Linda.
Yeah, and the no backswing delivery became popular with younger people and smaller people, novices that were taking up the game that found it difficult to learn the swinging delivery. And so you pull it back, you generate some speed by gathering yourself in the hack and then drive forward very quickly. And so almost all the momentum with the no backswing delivery comes from the hack leg driving forward.
And some of the body falling down on the stone. But it's interesting that the no backswing delivery is being used now by a very high percentage of curlers, and it's with the speed of the new sliding material and nice fast ice surfaces we're playing on all the time. You don't need that downward motion, that downward pull. There's all different types of deliveries. This, for example, is what we refer to as a balanced delivery, very high and square, fairly straight arm. A little bit of a swing. There's you'll see next week a lot of tuck deliveries. Dale Duguid throws from what we refer to as a tuck delivery. Burtnick, Peters, Stoughton.
And a royalty check from the sale of Ray and Linda videos will be going to Brenda Mahoney in Marathon, Ontario for that question.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, we can play that one.
Yeah. 24?
Boy, I don't see that very often. You see one, but you see 2.
There's no
bandages on Christy. Huh?
Pulls it back to your toe, keeps your body nice and high, good and straight. Good
One
mechanics.
of the reasons people also went to the no backswing, Christy pulls the stone towards the hack. There's 2 versions, similar path to the swing delivery down the center between the hacks, and the other is to the toe of the hack foot. Some people went to it because when they swung the stone, a very common problem is what we call a C curve. They bring it down in front of the body and then have to put it back to target. So it was used for smaller people that had problems with the swing, and then people converted Ray because they had some problems that were fixed with that. And, it's just been interesting to see the changes over time and the various deliveries that are used. And the main thing, of course, is getting to the broom under control. These players do very well.
Yeah, Herd! Hurry! Right up, come on! Herd!
A lot of the young curlers in the, as Linda mentioned, in the Little Rock programs now are using, obviously, start to learn with no backswing, and I think you'll see eventually the higher percentage of curlers with the no backswing delivery. I'm going to go through cycles. Now that I'm getting a little older, I'm thinking about trying it myself.
No, you probably, I mean, there was, you ever think you'll see the tucker go away?
It's mostly common, I guess, in Manitoba. Not found many other places.
You won't see it go away if they keep winning like they win.
It's true. The other thing about the no backswing, just to finish it off, is some players actually have gone to it, Ray, when this ice surface is very fast, because now we're just seeing it so that the times are getting so high that you barely have to drive from the hack.
Yeah, and if you are using a swing, when you bring the motion of the stone down, it really pulls you out of the hack. And you have to start taking weight out of the stone, and that's very dangerous.
Now, you will remember, but I hear, who was it? I want to say the name, forgive me if I'm incorrect. Was it Pickering? Was it, what was his name?
Bob Pickering, yeah.
They used to swing it right over his head.
Right over his head, yeah.
Literally. I mean, the stone was up over his shoulders and over his head?
Absolutely, from Saskatchewan here, yeah.
Yeah.
Way over his head.
Yeah, I've heard the story.
And he had absolutely had a golden touch, soft touch.
And it just sort of landed and grazed the ice, eh?
Yep.
Wow.
That's before they were using a lot of fast slider material, and so he felt that the higher he swung it, the further he could slide. So, you know, as opposed to...
We should probably have a disclaimer on that discussion that people should not try that at home. It's a tough technique, isn't it, Ray?
No,
to lift it like that.
Whoa.
But he was a wonderful curler, I'll tell you.
No.
And a wonderful guy.
Whoa. Okay.
It's wide open here in this fifth. 2-1 PEI leading Saskatchewan.
I gave you in that
Team from the Cali and Regina with the
here.
hammer and about to play their first skip stone.
Yeah. It's still a lot of ice, isn't it?
Yeah, we said it's a lot.
We should even tighten that more. We're not going to get big movement. Yeah, we don't want to give him a hit and roll. That's
Trying
still
to
lots,
use
isn't
that
it?
guard. That corner guard is
less.
very wide. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to move that much even over to the side.
4.5 here too?
Yes.
Because you sweep it in. You clear the.
No, we'll have to
reset?
watch it because we'll have to go.
Weight's close.
Weight's real good.
Looks like quite a bit.
Lots of room.
Oh, watch it frosting.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Dig. Come on. Whoa, 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 Nelly. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's huge.
Right back, I guess, eh? It is.
Come on, Frost.
Intern hint coming up. Let's take a look at this delivery. Good hack position, straight arm, good and square, knees tight together, in great position to start it. She takes a small forward press. There it is. Hold it. Swings it off the shoulder. The key to any swinging delivery is the shoulder. The arm is still straight. She's got good control with this leg. Small counterbalance step with the other side of the body. She now pulls the stone out in front. Hold it. And now this is where this leg here, you have to be careful not to let this leg collapse. Takes over and controls the body. Knows how high she is still. A little bit of balance from over this side, not very much. Good straight arm. Now she's relating to the speed from the hack, and that's what the feel is. Now rolling it off the fingers. And the release. Out turn release.
Tammi Lowther.
Queen. Queen. Yep. Queen.
There.
Nice throw, Tammy. Shot, Tammy.
And sits back 12. So Saskatchewan with their final stone will look to blank here
Through
in
that, good.
You feel
the fifth.
Through that, good, eh? Yeah.
That's important. Tammi had an intern hit last and she wasn't as happy with, so now she's had one that was good and
Okay,
feel more confident perhaps with those.
I can't open it up anymore. Or yeah.
First key is to hit it, and then we'll worry about
If we
the
take a point, we
rollout.
take a point. Don't worry
Yep.
about it.
If Cathy was to have problems, it would be a little bit what we call a kind of a lazy control leg. In other words, sometimes she lets this leg going underneath the body right here collapse a little bit. You really have to be careful, because if that goes across the body, then you could be drifting a little bit or throwing from a different angle.
Right up, guys! Hurry! Hurry! Right up! Right up! Right up! Roll it out!
Take one first. If we get the blank, it's a bonus.
Come on!
Oh, I tell you what, I like her the way she plays. Carolyn Chikowski is there to drag it out the side for the blank.
Three rollouts in 3 days. 3 rollouts. I feel pretty good.
Yeah, they've been tough to come by, those rollouts. PEI leading through 5.
Yeah. Hey, Cathy Bowman.
She says she forgives you, but next time, she's calling Allied. Okay? Okay?
Thank you, Canada, for making Allied the biggest and best in the country.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime Boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
Well, if I had money to tell you what to do, I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. I'm crazy about a Ford truck. Lord, I'm crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
For the last 2 years, Canada's best-selling trucks have been Ford trucks.
Next. Another case of boredom twitch syndrome.
Nothing relieves boredom twitch syndrome like Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of movies, sports, and entertainment. All with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Honey, our favorite movie! Oh, thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
Catch the inaugural CIAU Women's Hockey Final, followed later by men's volleyball on TSN.
We're in the 5th end break, and all the games have reached that, so let's get you up to date on what's happening in this 7th draw of the Scott Tournament of Hearts. Manitoba, Nova Scotia. Final stone for Mary Matitol out of Halifax as she throws her final stone in the 5th, facing 2 and trailing 4-2. And will sit there for 1, so they'll go to the 5th end break. Manitoba and Lois Fowler from Brandon up 4-3. On to British Columbia and Ontario. BC leading 3-1. Final stone for Ann Merklinger from the Rio Curling Club in Ottawa. Looking to hit the stick for a pair. Second shot is one on the edge of the 8-foot for 2. Right there. And it's a 3-3 tie against Sue Garvey from Kamloops, BC. And we keep moving on to New Brunswick and Newfoundland. 3-2, New Brunswick leading. Final stone, Cathy Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John. Looking to blank if she can, maintain control of the hammer. Sticks 12-foot T-line for 1. So New Brunswick with a 4-2 lead over Heather Strong from the St. John's Curling Club. So now you're up to date. Our game, it's 2-1 PEI ahead of Saskatchewan here in the 7th draw of the 98th Scott Tournament of Hearts on TSN.
Julie, just believe in it. Let it go. Go.
You remember Jay. He still doesn't say very much, especially when he's enjoying his McCain Super Fries. And he doesn't seem to care that they've only got 5% fat because they still taste great. McCain Super Fries. Deep fried flavor and crispness with only 5% fat. For the strong, silent type.
Next winter, as Newfoundland and Labrador celebrate their 50th anniversary, the country will be celebrating unity through sport. The 1999 Canada Games are coming to Corner Brook, and TSN will take you there. For more than 30 years, young Canadians have realized their dreams, competing province by province for a national title. Help us celebrate sport and culture from Canada's newest province. The dream continues as we count down to Corner Brook for the Canada Games, March 8th on TSN.
It was about the time that gold was discovered on Bonanza Creek that the Canadian Bank of Commerce set out on one of the great human adventures in Canada's history, the epic trek to the Klondike.
Is it terrible out there? I can't imagine.
They've been asked to open the first official bank.
In your letter, when you described the trip over the mountain,
Sure, there was plenty of gold, all right, and plenty of ways to spend it, too. But the men knew they could trust the Canadian Bank of Commerce.
As far as the new bank is concerned, I'm extremely well satisfied with the efforts.
You see, the bank was there on behalf of the Dominion government, and they could see beyond the glitter to a larger dream, a dream called Canada.
your awaiting wife and
Your loving and devoted husband, Wilfred.
When you never forget where you came from, you can see more clearly where you're going. As in the past, CIBC will continue to play a pioneering role by investing in Canada's vision of the future.
Hi, CIBC. How may I help you?
Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
Purex has gone to great lengths to give you a longer-lasting bathroom tissue. Purex Double Roll. With twice as many pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out. Purex Double Roll. Pillowy softness that lasts twice as long.
Candy apples, fudge, popcorn, mini donuts. It's Turnbull heaven.
I've been really good.
Here at the Scott Tournament of Arts. And a reminder, stay with us right after the game for the TSN Turning Point, brought to you by Super 8 Motels.
I've seen every card there is. Thousands of cards. Super 8's VIP card. It says, congratulations, your reservation is guaranteed, and you get 10% off. Life's great at Super 8.
Linda, let's check the numbers after 5, PEI and Saskatchewan.
Well, we've had 3 blank ends, so not a lot of scoring. The first point was on a steal. Coming into the game, both teams are shooting 76% on average, so their numbers are up, but the one number down, the PEI draw percentage. I did mention, and Ray did mention actually, that a lot of the teams have had their draw numbers lower than their hits, but that number is lower than most, so they'll have to be working on that in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt who they're cheering for today. Of course, that is Cathy Trowell's mom, Joyce Inglis, and her sister, Karen, right alongside. Karen, of course, won the Canadian Mixed with Cathy in the Bridens back in '96. They've got those jerseys on, their handmade vests or sweaters, half of it red to support, of course, the other sister and daughter, Joan McCusker, who plays for Team Canada, and Sandra Schmerler, and then the green supporting the Saskatchewan side of things. Last night she said, I just sat there and I didn't cheer any shots because I just didn't, I wanted to be neutral.
Well, the problem with those jerseys, though, do you wash them with your whites or your darks? So you'd know the answer to that because you...
I would watch it separately and hand wash, to be honest with you.
Like one half at a time?
No, just that's right.
Well, no, I mean,
so it doesn't bleed.
Where would you put it? Then would you put it with your whites or your darks?
Darks, hand washed in cold water, Ray, and I'm sure you'll do that when you go home with yours.
Yeah, with my what? My sweaters or my shorts or?
I can imagine
there's
that.
an early miss.
Carrie Lynn Schukowski misses the takeout. Remember now, Saskatchewan has the hammer. Here in 6, trailing 2-1, PEI leading.
A very rare wide open miss. Gives Julie a chance here to play a very tight guard.
Congratulations to Julie and her husband Yusuf. They're expecting their first child.
Yeah, it's there on its own.
Like to it?
When?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Enough said.
Well,
I think it's in June.
You're a bear for punish.
Yeah, I just keep going. It's like I got out. I'm going back in.
Too strong, though. It gives Cathy Trowell a chance at the double here.
Carrie Lynn works for the Royal Bank.
Close.
Former Saskatchewan junior champion from 1987.
Hard. My fault, Care. That's my fault.
Yeah, Carrie threw that really well, and they just had to be on the brushing a little earlier.
Shelly Muzica didn't like the slide.
Is it just bump?
No, well, it's good bump.
Shoot.
Got a piece?
Oh yeah, she's got a piece, but she's not staying.
No, she's not.
See any motion with the hand? Maybe a little bit outside. It's interesting to watch the teams because they're still playing a lot of outside in, even though it's running very straight. And you and I, Ray, have talked about some of the teams that make the switch in arenas to the inside-out turn, getting a little more movement perhaps with it.
And it looks to me like she slid down the center line a little bit, then reached it out to the broom too. She had her body going away from the line of direction.
It wasn't bad. Like you came
And those straight turns are very unforgiving. So any motion with the hand, any slide path that isn't perfect, is going to affect it quite a bit.
You have to come out and down.
Bob!
Yeah!
Right up! Hurry! Hard! Oh.
That's not bump.
Well, it just caught it.
Well,
Yeah,
now
we have to
this
throw normal, I guess.
opens the door for Saskatchewan to possibly get a deuce or more.
Yeah, that's strictly a weight communication problem because that was back line almost, Linda.
It was.
Karen works for the Saskatchewan Economic Development Office.
And you have to be careful too when you throw one a little wide, as Shelley did. Sometimes the next one you're babying it a bit because you're aiming it more than delivering it. You just have to focus and throw the weight to the broom. You can't think too much about the last one.
I think we can get it back out.
Okay, then leave it higher then. Okay, right back.
Okay.
It's just not anywhere. Okay. Good sweep, guys. Go normal.
Get this one here. There's a possible thin double, but more importantly, you could probably roll right over here into this area.
Normal. Yeah.
Susan works for Lank Farms
Right up.
on the island.
Hurry, all the way. Yeah, right over.
Boy, there's Tammi directing traffic. Right over.
Good shot, Susan.
Very nice shot.
Just get away.
Which doesn't look terribly happy, but it's nice. It rolls to the side of the other stone. That means Saskatchewan has to hit it on the broom side, and the stones will begin to be grouped, setting up a possible double.
Christy Lewis.
Yep. Yes. No. Whoa. Right over.
Yep, right over.
Right over. Every
That's
inch.
good.
Nice shot by Christy, but the double's there now.
Right in the nose.
Yeah.
Almost on the nose. We'll get it to touch on the outside, just off the center, but
Susan, who has won
Nothing.
4 PEI mixed.
She put it away, Linda. She released it, and it's falling away.
Gets nothing.
She threw it inside out. She threw it right out.
Is this you here? Oh, it's me back there.
I think we go here.
That's a big miss.
Okay? Yeah. I like back team more.
Yeah, let's not put all our eggs in one basket.
Christy works for the airline WestJet.
This is close.
Whoa, whoa.
It is more. Whoa, whoa. Now, we gotta leave it all the way. Fudge. Come on, fudge.
Line it up.
Fudge. Can we go back more?
Go back here
No,
then.
let's
Go back.
Already back. No, no, no.
That's good. That's fine.
That's a great shot.
God, yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
No, that's good there. It just makes me nervous when she wants to do it back.
Had a girl.
No, that's fine right there.
What they were trying last time is to hit this rock almost on the nose and try and catch this double on the way by, removing that stone there.
Don't jump this, eh?
No.
This is right on the edge of that 4-foot band, and the one that curled earlier that was underweight was inside that spot. This is the tricky spot.
Tammi is a nurse at Queen Elizabeth Hospital. And that's how she came to be away from the game for a number of years. She went back to school to get her upgrading, and now she returns to the game and wins the province.
Finish. Go hard. Go hard, Susan.
Get them both?
Okay.
No.
And she did stay for shot rock, and Saskatchewan will have to be a little careful making a play on it.
Just had to finish as she yelled, you know, finish, finish. Just had to curl
Wouldn't
another
finish.
half an inch.
Because it can't come across the face, you know.
Still control.
You can see Chrissy Lewis just checking those
Can't come across
yellow
the face.
stones behind her, see
Yeah,
where the
just touch
jam
the nose.
possibilities might be.
Be ready. I'm just giving you control, but don't jump it.
No.
So interesting that
Not unless
after
you
waiting
guys
and
yell.
waiting and having a
Let
couple
us
of
know when
interesting
we
ends,
keep
but
clean, okay?
3 very open ends that
Gotta
this
watch cleaning
generated
in
on
the
wide
We'll
open
even do
hits
one
that were
clean.
missed.
Yeah, just do one clean if I call clean.
Control.
Yep.
No.
Whoa.
We're
No, 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 no. No.
control.
No, no, no.
Control.
No.
Watch it, Chris.
And by.
Just floated.
But
Was
he
that weight up a little
couldn't
bit?
hold his shooter.
Was the weight up a little bit?
What we're doing is we're throwing down people.
That was up then, no, because I just wanted nice. That had too much weight then.
Yeah.
That's a very straight spot, though. Linda's pointed that out a couple times before. You get it outside that little line there, and it may have floated a bit because it looked a little bit like Susan's floated there.
As I said, I'd be interested to see if they move to the inside-out turn eventually in that spot, just to try and. It's not that it's not possible; it's just very unforgiving. Right?
Yeah. No, that's fine. You threw it really well. It's just the way to get.
Yeah, because I actually thought we could put the clean.
Anytime we've ever rolled
It's
out,
just
it's the weight.
overweight. Yeah.
Yeah, we just gotta make a big mental note.
Normal.
Wait.
Just clean. No. No.
Wait.
No. No. Yes.
Well,
Clean. Just clean. Clean. Clean.
Good, Tammi. Good shot, Tammi.
So it leaves Trowell and Saskatchewan with the hit for 2 here in the 6th. And 2 would give her the lead. And Tammi Lowther and PEI might be feeling a bit fortunate.
That's straight, eh? Throw it to the broom. It's straight. That was just normal weight, eh?
Hi, Mary Beth. Swellen.
Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Dad. And Ken. Can't forget Ken.
I don't have to say hi to Dan. He's coming.
Husbands are always last.
Yeah, sort of an afterthought. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Ken.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
No, never. No, never.
Well, she put that one out a bit too, and they're waiting to see if it'll come back.
I really think you're absolutely right about this outside in shot, Linda. I think
my.
So much safer to throw that with from the inside out, not the outside in. That's really dangerous out there.
It was a mistake-filled end by both teams. 2 wide open misses by PEI, but the last mistake was by Saskatchewan, and it costs Cathy Trowell. She gives up the steal of 1. It's a 3-1 PEI lead, and now the team from the Cali has to come back.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Scott Towels, always thirsty for more.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell. Energizer. Duracell.
Duracell.
Recent tests prove that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
Imagine living in a neighborhood where the worst traffic you encounter is a group of running 8-year-olds, where you actually know your neighbors, and the biggest crime committed is that steak you burned last night. Recreation vehicles. Wherever you go, you're always at home. Call today for a free brochure or visit an RV dealer near you.
Tools for the only world that matters. Yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Let's play ball!
When it comes to complete baseball coverage, even the best think of us first. The Jays return to TSN Tuesday, March 3rd.
The quest for the Cup continues with World Cup skiing on TSN. Catch the men's giant slalom Saturday right here on TSN.
It's another gorgeous day here in Regina. Went for a walk between the first and second draws. Just walked around the arena to feel the sunshine. Warm temperatures again above freezing as we get you caught up as we pass the midway point of this 7th draw. And what a big, big, big miss that was for Saskatchewan. They give the steal of 1 to PEI, and they now lead 3-1. Cathy Trowell from the Cali and Regina has the hammer as we play the 7th.
Oh, it's finishing now. Whoa. Coming now. Right there, right there. Right
Well, that's an understatement, Vic. It was a huge miss. She's hitting for 2 and she gives up a single, so it's just to kind of set it back a little bit, I think, and that, as Linda's already mentioned a number of times, that outside in shot, you know, off the center line in particular, I mean, on the edge of the house rings in particular, is unforgiving.
Up a bit. Whoa. Whoa, no. Whoa, let it go. Whoa. Close. 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 No. No. Close. Good shot. That's good. That's fine.
Just to move that second red one
Roll
far
away.
enough. They hope to get it off the 4-foot.
Nose or little flop right there. Is right here. Yeah. Okay. Just throw a bump, eh? Yep.
Hitting the guard, trying to roll in front of shot rock.
Whoa, floating now. Whoa. Is it bump?
Yeah.
It's coming.
Never.
Whoa,
No.
no, it's coming. Not enough, though, I don't
No.
think. Wow.
Shelly Mazika.
That's fine. That's good.
I mean, it must be disappointing, but I suspect she's seen enough playing in Saskatchewan and playing as long as she has that this kind of thing won't bother her.
No, she seemed to be very composed, as we mentioned. That was a tough one, though, because wide open hit for two. If you miss a tough one, you can say, well, even if I was a little outside or inside, it was tough. But that was wide open. You just hate to miss
Line's
those.
good, just to it. Yep, just to it. Line's good, just to it. No bump, no bump, no bump.
No, it's there. It's been
No
there.
bump.
It's
shot.
partly up to the team, too, to rally and make some good shots, and there's a nice one.
I'm so scared of this costume.
We could nose it and lose this.
Well, yeah.
Actually, just throw bumper.
Same weight?
Yeah, that was good weight. That, yeah.
Weight's good.
Yeah! I think that's a little quieter than I wanted, okay? Didn't even push that. Think we go here now?
Yeah, I guess what else are we gonna do?
Karen Daku as we play second stones.
Line's good. It's tight.
There, it's back. Line.
Line's tight.
Got room.
Okay, room. Got room. Lots of room now.
There on its own.
Kind of backing up.
No,
Oh,
we're
backing up
dying.
off center.
Dying. Gotta go.
Come on.
Gotta go.
Come on. Come on. Tuck a corner. Come on. Keep it coming. Keep it going. Sorry. It just went over a spot. It just went like this.
It did look like it went
That's good. There's
quite
nothing wrong
straight
with that.
next to center line and then started to make a move.
Yeah, I like normal.
Hey.
Have a little less.
Now, when Susan McInnes is asking for less ice, she's obviously compensating with the weight, and she knows we're going to up it a little bit.
They're going to throw regular. They've been throwing controlled weight on the others. A little bit more speed, a little less ice.
Hey, whoa! Yes! Come on,
Right up.
Hurry! Right up.
Shot.
Great shot. Thought we could kind of scoot that way a little bit.
Is control or normal?
Control's good. Close.
Close, yes!
No.
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 Close!
No. No.
Come on. Right over, Kath.
Get it, girl.
Very nice by Christy Lewis as we take a look at the mess on
Might jam,
Sheet A. That's Manitoba, Nova Scotia. Manitoba
If we
playing red
try the
stones, and as we
double,
look at it,
it's gonna
red is
jam.
lying one back of the button, and this will be the final stone for Manitoba and Lois Fowler leading 4-3 over Mary Manitoba.
Yeah.
Trying to find a way to get two here. Vic's playing a long raise through a hole.
And there's nothing there, so it's
close
one red,
between the
and they're
other
going to
two.
measure the other two around the edge of the button, so it's a possibility of getting two. Mary Manitoulin, Nova Scotia team looked at it for the longest time and believed that they were holding Manitoba to 1. We'll see after the measure as Susan McInnes, the PEI third, throws here in the 7th. 3-1 PEI leading.
Nice shot. Great shot.
Oh, don't move for me. Now we can roll over behind the other one.
Okay, I think we can just do this again.
Yeah,
Just control weight.
Yeah.
Same weight.
Control.
Whoa. Whoa, no, no, no.
It's gotta go. It's gotta move.
Can we go way over?
Yep. No.
Okay, that's all right.
The double's there, but there may be a jam too. You may have to, you may jam it when you're trying it.
I think so. 2, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Nice shot, eh? Okay.
I think, Tammy, even if it does, you're going to just go off the back.
Yeah, okay.
So we want to make sure we throw good weight in.
Normal right there.
Okay, where do we want to hit
Right
this?
on the nose.
Right on the nose, okay.
Right on the nose, right?
Yeah.
Because I have to. If I skinny it any, then it is going to go on that. But we got to get rid of this one. Do you know, it wouldn't, yeah, because it, yeah, let's do this right here. Normal, on the...
I think we have to cross it a bit, eh? Don't you
Okay,
think?
yeah.
If we go right on the nose,
Yeah.
it's going to hit that there?
Yeah, it's going to go onto
it
the...
might go up off the top.
No, unless
think
we
it's gonna
skinny it.
jam.
No, I think that's got, we got to try and
we
get,
have to
yeah.
get it a little-
You're right, right there. Right
Well,
there.
the only thing is,
So let's throw right
we got to
here.
make sure we get rid of one. We can't
Yes,
get rid of
that's right. Okay, right there with normal.
Just set Tammy here. What happens if we just see if we hit this wrong?
Yeah.
That could jam.
And that could stay
And that
right
could
there.
stay over here, eh? We might be better off just to hit this and just try to stay right there.
Okay, but then that's going to move that.
Well,
there's no way I can just hit that and stay right there. She's just going to draw anyway, right? Let's.
That's all I'm scared of.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we're going to.
They've made the measure on the game between Manitoba and Nova Scotia, and it was just 1 red. So it's 5-3. Lois Fowler ahead of Mary Manitoulin from Halifax, and the team from the Mayflower has the hammer.
We're just scared if it hits.
Playing 7.
If we hit it there, we might jam. Like if we don't hit it quite right.
Where is he?
We're gonna hit the jam.
I know.
Just
And
trying
this
to
might
figure out
stay
how you
on
can.
here.
Yeah, how you can hit it to.
Calling in the coaches to have a look at the angle on these stones.
Like if you hit it, actually it looks like if you hit it thin this way, like
There.
3/4 on the nose this side.
You want me to come to you?
You'll cut it thin enough that this one will spin across the top.
You come out here.
Donna Lank is the 5th player. Alan Ledgerwood
It's
is
not
the
there.
coach for Prince
It's
Edward
going
Island.
to jam. Oh, you don't think it? You mean you think the double's there? Okay.
Where do we have to hit
Where
that
do we have
top
to
one?
hit that though? Right here?
Left in the nose or a little off the nose?
Or a little off nose? Well, we got to make sure this one goes out, eh? We got to get rid of one of them anyway.
Yeah.
Right off nose, eh?
Right
on the nose. Okay,
Okay.
right there with normal.
It's just gonna spin off the back here,
Okay.
isn't it? Okay. Okay.
I think almost 3/4, just off.
Just off
It's going
nose.
to kick this one
Yes.
across the top.
Okay, normal, do you think, or peel?
Peel, because if you do jam, you
Okay.
might spin them both ends.
Yes. Okay, right there then.
But I mean, you just throw a good.
Yes. Yeah. Right there then, I think, eh?
Hit it right there.
No, that
You
much
want ice
ice.
right there? Okay.
Yeah, that ice right there. Okay.
They've covered absolutely everything. There is definitely a possibility if you're hitting it on the nose, if you may jam it on the side when that's what they were concerned about. She's going to throw the PO weight.
Just don't want to give her
Hitting
3,
this
eh?
one. What she's worried about is hitting that one there. And jamming it over there.
One end for sure.
Yeah.
And if you come
Susan
across
threw
the
a real
face
nice
of the
one down
top
here,
one,
and it just stayed
this one
so
here,
straight.
you may not even get rid of it, and
Okay,
you could
girls.
sit over here, and you could give up 3. You got to hit it right on the nose, and hope the rock doesn't jam, Linda.
That's why she's playing the up weight to try and get things spinning a little bit.
Tammi Lowther in the first of the skip stones.
No, 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 no,
Did you know?
Dandy.
Great
It was
job.
perfect. She hit it perfect.
Sure job. Thanks.
Well, Tammi comes by her knowledge honestly. Alan Ledgerwood is Shelley Musica's father, and they're natives of
Did it skin you?
Saskatoon. So
Let it off?
he's learned his
No,
game
it's
here
very-
in the West.
Whew. Touch it.
I don't know.
I like this.
I like this.
They had a look at where to try and put this Saskatchewan stone. The problem with trying to come around on the yellow guard is they have tried it, and they felt there was a spot where they just couldn't get it to curl to go around it. So they've decided to play down to the red stones instead.
This is a tough shot, though, Linda. I think I would.
Can't hurt
I think I would have tried it around the corner guard. I know hear what you're saying, but
corner freeze is tough.
Much tougher.
Much tougher than what.
It's got tons. Stop. Sorry, Kath. Sorry. That's our fault. I was thinking it would get enough.
Did they brush it that much, though?
No, they just pushed it at the
I was
first.
just thinking. See all that, eh?
Yeah. Let's come this way.
Yeah.
Bumper? Bumper, eh?
Yep.
Force her to take one?
Yep.
Very good.
Okay. We almost
This is the turn we think is the best turn to play anyway, even if you could play the other turn.
I'm not
Let's
sure
throw
she needs to
bumper,
hit
eh?
it. I don't think it's
We
shot.
are shot,
I don't
though,
know,
eh?
but it's shot. She thinks it's shot.
Yeah, we
Or
could do
does she?
that. Just going to throw a bumper, though. Let's just make sure that
I
we...
think the
No,
red
of
one
course, the
shot
red
it.
shot for
She
sure.
could
Red
draw
shot
to
for
the other
sure.
side and still do the same thing. I mean, I don't know if I
Tammi?
even worry about it because I don't think that
Did
red
she
one's.
get that out of there?
No, I don't think it's
No.
accessible.
Well,
Draw.
maybe we should try drawing here then, eh?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Really?
Well, I think it's great.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
How do we get there?
That's what Cathy Trowell would like to know.
Thing is, like, we were just thinking if we hit that, roll away, and then she's got to draw for one.
We don't make this shot. Yeah, but if she
We-
can't get that out of there, she's
I don't
not
think she
getting-
can get that.
No,
we
she's
just
not
got to
getting
come
two.
here, top
Yeah.
four.
Well, we get in
Right?
there.
But then do we set up a double or anything?
Well, as long as your T-line, eh?
Well, then gives her something to come to.
Well, that's okay, though.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
I think so.
Okay. I think there.
Okay.
Okay.
Be hard pressed, I think, to make a double from that side.
Well, if it's not burying, you just take it back behind the
You
other
like
one, behind
that?
the T line a little bit,
that?
and it
Like to
isn't
draw
there.
the open side. She can't get that.
No.
No way. There's
No.
no double there.
No.
Doubles are very tough in this ice too, Linda.
Makes her draw harder.
Oh, I know. Okay, let's just put this right on the same as in practice, eh?
Yeah.
That's it. Go forward.
Line's good. T-line.
No line, no line. Leave it high. Whoa, no line. It's coming now.
Got to even them up.
No.
T-line. Yeah, we want T-line. It's got to be T-line.
Make sure.
Watch that
Make
there.
sure it's T-line anyway.
It's always on its own. Okay.
Oh.
Is it finishing?
Whoa, 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 whoa. T-line.
Very
Good
nice.
shot.
Just behind, back four.
Nice weight, Tammi.
It was nice weight. Just wouldn't finish, eh?
No, draw.
Great. Great.
And now, as she gets ready to throw her last one, Cathy Trowell is the shot that she missed in 6
Weight's good.
on her mind here. Different kind of shot, though, eh, Linda?
It is. The only thing about this is, are you able to focus now? Are you able to put this one totally out of your mind and just totally focus on the situation that you're facing this end? I think she will be able to, but you hate when those ones get away from you.
Sorry, guys.
PEI with the steal of 1 in the 6th to lead 3-1. And now Trowell and Saskatchewan looking to get
Same weight,
1
we'll let
back
it
here
set.
in 7.
It's all weight.
You bet.
Let us know for back.
Got to move a bit.
I think so.
No backing.
Gotta go. No backing.
Tchaikovsky, Daku.
Needs it.
Got to get it 4 foot. All the way to the 4 foot. Going to come up light. Steal of 1, steal of 2. It is 2 red. And maybe her mind wasn't clear. It's a steal of 2 for Tammi Lowther and PEI here in 7.
What the hell? That looked that much later? No, I thought that was close.
And the last 2 ends now have Cathy Trowell guessing in the 7th draw of the Scott
Well, we
Tournament
gamble
of
now.
Hearts.
We get to it. Like we were trying to just...
And now, another TSN Sports Break.
Greetings from the TSN Newsroom, everybody. Glad you're with us this afternoon. There's no NHL games tonight, but lots of news. The Sergei Fedorov free agent situation is getting more and more curious. The Detroit Red Wings say the NHL has rejected the Carolina Hurricanes offer sheet for Fedorov, presumably due to a controversial clause that in the offer that would have awarded Fedorov a $12 million bonus if the team reached the conference finals. No comment from the NHL yet, but the league and the Players Association are apparently planning a conference call with an independent arbitrator regarding the matter. Meanwhile, the Czech Republic hockey team was being paraded through the streets of Prague today to celebrate their gold medal. Canada's Olympic athletes are arriving back in Canada. Well, reports from Vancouver, where both the hockey teams have landed. And Dana Stubblefield has signed a 6-year contract with the Washington Redskins. Back to curling after this.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Some of us thrive in wet situations. Scott towels are no exception. Thirsty Scott towels are so absorbent and strong you can trust them to soak up quickly, which is a good thing. For most of us. Scott towels, always thirsty for more.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell. Energizer. Duracell. Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
The show is called In the Paint. It's all about the NBA. And your host is Brendan Connor. Comes your way at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on TSN. Who are you cheering for this week at the Scott Tournament of Hearts? Here are all the scores as we get you caught up in Draw 7. Manitoba ahead of Nova Scotia as they play the 7th. Ontario comes back with 1. And Merklinger in the 7th to tie Sue Garvey from Kamloops. Boy, that's another big steal of 2, and PEI is in control. And New Brunswick with the hammer leading Newfoundland by 1.
Margaret Mazika.
Shirley Lang. Diane Cudmore. Tammy's mom.
Thank you very much.
Gail. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, everybody at
So, Mrs. Cudmore.
We
just asked the name.
Yeah, what's the 8th then? We don't have time.
Oh, 45 cents a name. Come on. That's what Canada Post gets. That's what we'll want to.
It's only 10 cents anywhere in Canada.
Oh, I hope that you've seen the commercial, have you?
Yeah, we like just here.
5-1, PEI leading.
You guys didn't touch that last time.
Carolyn Tchaikovsky.
Sorry, quite a turnaround.
Line's good.
a couple lands. Saskatchewan having a hit for 2 and getting up a single and then a steal or 2. Really, the complexion of the whole game has just changed.
Come on, cutting, come on. Hurry, 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 hurry. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Right to it, right to it, right to it. No bump. Good shot.
That's a very nice shot. It's going to take a couple of very nice shots to get the Saskatchewan team back.
Good games by both leads, Gales and Chikowski. It's interesting, our statistician, Soupy Campbell, points out that in the last 3 Scott Tournament of Hearts, 95, 96, 97, PEI has won the game every time against Saskatchewan. She's once against Shelly Anderson, Sherry Sherrick, and then Sandra Schmerler last year. So PEI ladies have a run going here, trying to make it 4 straight.
Must be the green color.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's great. That's a nice shot.
Nice shot. Okay, all I want is back 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
These ends become very interesting as we watch the taps, the angles, each team trying to control the front of the house.
Give me back 8, okay?
There we go, we're thinking the same.
Yeah!
A little more than back 8!
Karen Daku.
Hurry! Hurry hard! Hurry! Hurry! Come on! Push hard! Hurry! Hurry! Come on! Never leave it! Never leave it! Never leave it! Never leave it! Never... Okay, whoa, whoa. That's all right.
Okay. There's tons of weight, too. Yeah.
It was Shelly Musica's terrific shot in the 4th end, a great double in a roll that started things going for PEI. But Karen Daku's numbers are terrific.
It's got to be short.
Short? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for line. Yep.
Musica, who works for the Canadian Mental Health Association.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Is it over? It's over. Okay, get it over then. Come on. Hard. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's good. Great spot for that. Good sweeping.
No. I think I better shoot this.
That one is in a yucky spot for us to get to.
Still think. Back 4.
Okay.
Let's do this. We'll come over here and we'll just bump that. Okay? You shoot. You're gonna go here. Just back 4 weight's fine. Actually, back 8. That same weight's good.
Can you? How much can you see? Yeah.
Yep.
Weight's better.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Karen Daku, who
Yes.
crashed with her first.
Whoa.
Weight's real close, Cathy.
Whoa. 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 No.
Back
No.
12.
No.
Back to
Nope.
weight.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Come on.
Just leave that there. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's good.
It's another rock and play.
Want to do this?
I think I'll get rid of that yellow one.
Yeah.
We can roll away.
They can hit and get us there, eh?
What?
They can hit and get us there, can't
I
they?
know.
Yeah.
Why don't we roll away? Why don't we roll out?
Yeah, I'd like to roll right out this way.
Just normal though,
The
eh?
conversation is they don't want to sit right there, and if you do happen to sit right there, then
Okay.
they could come off of that one and onto that one. So the choice is to roll away and try and hit it and roll away.
The thought, Linda, fewer rocks in play, the better for us.
It's actually in a bad position. You're getting rid of a Saskatchewan stone, but it's also a stone that's usable by Saskatchewan to get into the 4-foot.
Yeah, now. Great shot. Great shot.
You know, I was thinking afterwards is we could have probably thrown a bumper and come all the way over to here, but.
Well, there's no doubt Chrissy Lewis has brought her game up from yesterday. She seems to have calmed the nerves, but boy, Susan McInnes, where was she coming into this?
You just throw walk control.
She was second amongst the thirds.
Pardon me?
And considering Susan had a wide open miss,
Well, the only problem with the run back is
those are good numbers. That must be the only miss she had, if you think back. At 6'10", she had the open miss on the double takeout.
Well, not.
Yeah, we're sitting okay if I run it
It
straight
is
back.
welded.
Yeah, I think straight back, Kath.
Okay. If not, you can put it onto that and
Yeah,
give
if
us
not,
another
we'll-
angle
we'll
anyway.
clear it off.
Okay.
Yeah, just watch.
Just normal or control?
Control's fine. It's just
Control? Did she say control?
Yeah. Control's fine. Let's go.
Nope. Close, yes!
Hurry! 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 Right up, right up, right up, right up.
Whoa, right over.
Woo. Show my butt.
It's fine.
That's the tough part about trying this straight back rather than the peel. He just missed hitting the ones in the house. The guard is left on center line, and now PEI can put another guard up and really start to block it up.
It is short.
Oh, by itself.
Yeah, yes. Come on.
Line. Yeah, gotta go for line.
Yes, go for line, Larry. Okay, whoa, back. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
No, it's all right. She's going to sit right there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it's okay.
In far too deep, obviously.
Darn.
It might be, but
Looking to place this stone here, up in this area here.
Just give me back 12.
You get a
I'm gonna need
back
more than that,
12-foot
Kath.
weight
I'm
onto
moving
that
4
one.
rocks.
And pushing the
Well,
yellow
you gotta
one.
hit as much of this
Hopefully
as
you'll
you
catch
can.
enough of this
Let's go have a look at it, eh?
just to move it back.
Christie's concerned that back 12 isn't enough weight once the energy is lost on moving 4 stones.
Can you see half of that top one?
Yeah, I can see more than that.
You can see more than half?
Well, no, just half, yeah.
Okay, give me half weight then.
Yeah, because I'm moving all these rocks.
Yeah. But half will do it, because if you can see half a rock will still do it.
All right.
Where do we go?
We're throwing hack.
Okay, that's good. Hey, this is your shot.
That's right.
Yep.
Christy Lewis.
Whoa, no.
Here
More
in
than
8.
half. More than half, whoa, no. No.
Get in there.
No.
Get in there.
No. Okay,
That's fine. Whoa, Karen.
This Ford email from Cass Koselek in Toronto. Great coverage, thank you. When did you decide to cover 3 draws a day, and will the Labatt Brier be the same? Well, the decision was made just prior to the Scott Hart starting. And yes, it will be the same at the Labatt Brier in Winnipeg, but make a note, please. It begins on Saturday, March the 7th, and if you're going to the Winnipeg Arena, the second draw on the 7th is a half hour earlier. Your ticket would say 6:30, but it's 6 o'clock. If you have a problem with that, trouble in getting there, there are the numbers to call.
So you don't slip.
Yeah, just too much weight. Just couldn't. Then there's no movement.
Sorry.
Okay, just for weight.
Tammi Lowther.
Hurry!
Right up, girls. Right up.
Another tough spot for Saskatchewan.
Whoa there, whoa, whoa!
Nice throw.
That's a better guard.
Great throw.
Very nice.
Gosh, that took a long time to come.
They're red.
They're red.
That
We'll
certainly
get
is
to their
there.
red back, or we play this, boom, boom.
But if we play their red, we could easily double our own out.
Yeah, so we leave that for the last, eh? Play what she just put. Oh, that's tough.
Oh yeah, it's really, really
Like,
tough.
I gotta go right across.
Yeah.
I think we just play hers.
Bing, bing, bing. Yeah.
Okay.
Skip Cathy Trowell's numbers have shown up on the scoreboard as well, the open misses she had.
Yeah.
Onto here.
It's about 7/8 of it. 7/8 of the front one.
Yeah. Because we don't want to hit it too full. Okay, I gotta line this up.
Okay. It's just beside the rock.
Okay.
Boy, we're in a pile. Yeah, well, on what?
Very
The yellow?
good.
No, I'm thinking this one in the red. What I was looking at, Kath, is nosing
The
that
red?
one on the red
Yeah,
that's open.
The only problem is it's a risk of popping her own out, so I was kind of thinking of saving that for...
What about the long run on the yellow onto half of the red, right? Our yellow should spill this way, the red will spill that way, and our yellow will spill in. It's a long shot, but that's
Might
the
get
only
a
way we're getting
deuce.
deuce.
We
No
need
other
a
way we
deuce,
have a
hey?
deuce.
We
Yeah,
gotta
you know,
get
that's
another
not a
one
bad
in.
call, Karen. Let me look at that.
A deuce we need. Like one is giving them hammer, right?
Straight back, half of the... If we hit half the red,
Oh. Raising it through the hole.
at least we can get
That's
two.
a way, way, way harder shot.
Wait, one isn't going to do us a lot of good. It's not a bad shot. It's not a bad shot.
They were playing
See,
this
if you
one
get
over
half the
here, as I
red,
mentioned. They're
red
now
goes
looking
to
at this
there,
one right
comes
up
back. I
here.
don't think you can get half red.
Straight through here. That one catching the yellow one on the corner, driving this, that.
That's like an extremely hard shot.
Anything available off that yellow stone on the edge of the 12 at around 3
Yeah,
o'clock?
actually, I don't think these are close enough,
No.
maybe.
Very
'cause this
flat
red
shot.
one's in the way, hey?
Very flat.
No, we don't need a timeout. We're fine.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stick
No,
with
stick with the
this.
same shot. All you
Yeah.
need is just hit it on
Okay.
that side.
They've talked about running a variety of shots back. They talked about the other red one as well. I think they've gone
That
back
red
to the
one's in the
original
way.
call.
Original call.
Well, you got to remember, they're not touching each other in the house. Well, whatever. Like,
We got lots of time today.
Oh, yeah, tons of time. Just playing
Oh, okay. So we might spit ours.
So,
somewhere
no,
there.
like the red just spits out, we don't touch ours.
Okay.
Okay?
Get this one. That's okay. You guys seen the angles better. Control? No.
Whoa, 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 no!
Cathy Trowell
Just
in the
control.
first for
No,
the
right on.
Saskatchewan skip here in 8.
Never, never. Making something spinning around here somewhere. Would have nicked that, maybe.
Well, I just can't do anything today.
That's okay.
I just can't do anything right now.
Oh.
Yeah, shooter actually
Oh.
touched. That's what the official's telling them.
This one hit the boards. Told us.
Yeah, but this time I know it will come. Yeah, see, all she has is, see our red one here between these two yellows?
Yeah.
That's all she has for one, right?
Yep.
Oh, a touch less weight? Sure, yes, yeah.
Final stone for PEI. Looking good at 5-1. Looking to improve their record to 3-1.
Yep. Yeah, well.
Just for line. Yeah, that's okay.
Whoa! Wait.
Yes. Okay. Yes. A little bit. Nice shot. Whoa, whoa. That's a good shot. It's a great shot, Tammi.
Tammi hasn't left them a lot.
Tammy's played very well.
Good spot, yeah. That's good, eh?
That's
really good spot for her. Yeah.
Well, I mean, makes her shot even a little harder. She still has it.
You should hit what I can see.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
you need 3/4 on the side.
Okay, I'm giving you a hack.
Let's go.
Well, I'll give you less weight. I'll give you a hack. That was control. I'll give you a hack.
Good control.
Well, this is, you know, this is there. She's got to hit the top one, almost straight back on the one that's in the 8-foot.
Part of the problem with this is the guard pulled over a little bit more even than the last one, so she's throwing just the hack weight to try and get some movement to come to the face of the guard.
And you sense that this team and this skip, Cathy Trowell, needs something to build her confidence. She's not happy with the way she's played, and you heard her say, I can't do anything today. So a chance to get one here, not an easy one, and maybe she can't. Maybe she's right.
Oh, sorry, guys.
One red, steal of one
No,
for PEI here in 8.
I gotta make a shot. Oh, sorry.
6-1, Prince Edward Island ahead of Saskatchewan.
Oh, sorry, guys.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
The new 1998 Ford Taurus comes with many standard features. Dual airbags, power windows, air conditioning, and one thing that's always been standard, personality.
Yes, it's boredom twitch syndrome. You're lucky. There's a new treatment.
Got boredom twitch syndrome? Get relief with Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of sports, movies, and entertainment, all with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Hey! It's the Ottawa game! Thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell.
Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery.
Gee, that came a long way.
Let's get you caught up on some of the other games now in this 7th draw. New Brunswick against Newfoundland as they play the 8th. New Brunswick's Cathy Floyd at 1-3, playing Heather Strong from Newfoundland, 1-2 coming into this 7th draw. Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John. She'll put it on the tee line, grab a piece of the blue for 2, and a 6-3 lead over Newfoundland. Manitoba, Nova Scotia, as they play 8 in a 5-5 tie. This the final stone for Lois Fowler from Brandon against Mary Manitoul from Halifax. Very nice as it came up late, just in time. Scores 2, 7-5 Manitoba ahead of Nova Scotia. Now the 8th in a 4-4 tie, British Columbia against Ontario. Final stone, Sue Garvey, Kamloops against Ann Merklinger from the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa. Tap back, avoids the jam, gets rid of one, count them up. They're in the 8-foot. There's 2 reds. That's 2 for BC. And a 6-4 lead over Ontario as they go to 9. And with our featured game, PEI leading Saskatchewan 6-1. That's where we will turn our attention to British Columbia and Ontario as they go to the 9th. BC leading 6-4. In what I think, Linda Ray, might be a must-win for Ontario. Certainly, they want to avoid going to 3 losses. Currently coming in at 1-2, BC at 2-3, but 3 losses so early for one of the favorites would be difficult to come back from.
Very difficult, and they haven't played some of the top teams as well. So if you fall down early, it's tough to come back. I mentioned Saskatchewan, one of the more defensive teams coming into the game, having played 4 games. They had 8 blank ends. Ontario, in the games they've played, 3 games, they've only been involved in 1 blank end. So Ontario, one of the more aggressive teams here, and BC's only had 2 blank ends, so they're not afraid to go at it either.
Valerie Lahusik is the BC lead.
This one's really moving. They were trying to take straight back tap.
Well, you're right, you know, Linda, as Vic says, if Ann loses this game, she really puts her back against the wall with 3 losses early.
They lost their opening round, which was draw 2, 5-4 to Alberta. Had a good game against PEI, winning 12-4, and then lost to Nova Scotia 9-8.
And tonight, Ontario and Merklinger face Team Canada, Sandra Schmerler, in the 8th draw. Audrey Frey.
Teresa Breen, Patty McKnight.
Sue Garvey, the first-time champion for British Columbia.
Yeah, I wouldn't think you'd want to roll in behind the situation, behind the 4-foot, Linda. You don't think you should maybe get a hit on the nose, but or even roll out.
Even rolling out,
yeah.
Sure. BC coming off that very good win against Team Canada, 7-5 earlier today.
Good day for Sue if she wins this, as you mentioned, beating Sandra Schmerler and coming on out here against Ann Merklinger. Out turn come around for Ann.
Patty McKnight. This entire team in their 4th appearance at a national, or pardon me, 3rd appearance at a national championship, 93, 94, now 98.
And this team was also in Brandon at the Olympic trials. No movement there.
It is a frustrating thing when you're down only 2 points and you feel that you can generate points with this free guard zone rule, but if we're not getting much movement, they're going to have to leave the guards very long, very close to the hog line, or find the one spot in the ice where it will curl around it.
The BC team, we didn't get a chance to watch the game this morning, but in talking to Sue Garvey, she said they really played well. She felt everybody played well right down the line, and as a result, they got the win over the the favorites.
Just run this here, eh? Okay, just onto that one. Okay?
Can't get around them. Man's going to try and run this one back.
Very nice. Penny McKnight.
Other shot.
Well, they were hoping to run it straight back, so the guard stayed there. Very nice.
Sue recognizes, of course, that these are the stones that could cause the trouble, so she'll try and get them off of there.
With Jan Wilson.
In-turn come around for Teresa Breen.
Good numbers by Teresa. She came into the game at 73%.
Now these stones out in front are sitting pretty nicely for the Ontario foursome. If she can get a rock buried to come around. See if there's any movement here at all. Just a little strong.
Having a look to see how much is visible from the hack end. About half.
Yeah, just enough to push it through.
Jan Wilson and her husband, Eric, of course, the 97 BC Mixed champions. They finished second at the AT&T Canada Mixed, Kindersley, losing to Chris Johnson of Northern Ontario. That was just over a year ago.
They decided just to roll that one out, not wanting to leave any backing for any of these Ontario come-around attempts.
And a good decision. Maybe just a touch less weight to try and get there with brushing. Might get a little bit more finish.
Yep. Yep, line. Wait, yes, line hard. Hard line. Hurry, line hard, guys. Roll. Where are you? Yep. 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 Wait up.
Now that one really moved. Look at that.
They didn't seem too concerned. They weren't brushing it.
Sue doesn't like leaving that yellow stone so tight to the rings.
Checking in on our featured game here in this 7th draw, Prince Edward Island, Saskatchewan. 6-1 PEI leading and lying to final stone for Cathy Trowell.
Wait
Her team from the Cali Club in Regina.
Backing, Chris.
No line. Here it comes a bit. Stay close. Yep.
Back.
No.
Back. We need backing.
No, line's
yeah,
good.
we need backing.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's got good.
Good shot, Kath.
That's good.
To get the single in 9.
One yellow. Chris.
It's a 6-2 game, and Cathy Trowell.
Do you want to just quit?
Yeah.
Do you want to just quit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no chance of getting 4, I don't.
Steal
Not
4?
stealing.
No, there's no way. No.
Nah.
Okay. No.
Time to shake hands, and so Prince Edward Island
Oh! We have enough
will win it 6-2, the final, to improve their record to 3-1. Saskatchewan and Trowell now 3-2. The last time Prince Edward Island got off to a 3-1 start was '95 in Calgary when Rebecca Jean McPhee and her team tied for second with 8 wins and 3 losses, and then lost in the playoff.
Hi, Dad.
So a great start for Prince Edward Island and Tammi Lowther from the Charlottetown Curling Club.
Land's still got a chance here to get her deuce. Playing the intern, come around again. They get this one buried. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Ontario having the 2 stones. This is one of them. Trying to get behind the front guard.
Good looking movement there. See if it'll finish.
Very nice shot. Sue taking a look to see how much she can see. Now she could play the run back too, Linda.
She's going to play the run back, the pick, or if she doesn't think she can do either of those, she could try and sit right in front of it and hope to only give up 1.
Looks like the pick she's going to play with that ice. Yeah, you make a good point. If she drew it down right in front of it, it would be very difficult for Ann to get 2. She can see about a corner of the stone. About a quarter.
Let's do this. Yeah.
What's frustrating about playing the pick or the run back is they're not easy shots, first of all, and once you miss them, it feels like you've left the opponent such an easy shot for their 2. Obviously, elimination is nice.
Now she's changed her mind here. Now she's going to just draw to the face of it. Just concede the rock being there. Try and
Sue Garvey.
She took a lot more ice than Ann did. Has to be in front of it.
Well, actually, it works badly again. Now it's a wide open hit for 2. A little less weight with brushing, may have got a little more action out of it.
So a chance for 2 for Ontario. Here in the 9th to tie it, but hand back the hammer to BC.
Good chance, Vic. I mean, this is a wide open takeout, so this is.
How much does the ice, do you think, come into play in terms of Merklinger's results so far, Linda? Right?
Well, Ann is very experienced. I wouldn't like to think that she felt the ice had anything to do with it.
No, I agree with you, Linda. And he's played on all kinds of ice. They maybe just haven't been playing as well as they obviously as they expected to.
There's the 2 for Ontario and Merklinger to even it up through 9. So we're all even. British Columbia 6, Ontario 6, and it'll be Sue Garvey from Kamloops to have the hammer. when we come back to Regina here on TSN.
You remember Jay. He still doesn't say very much, especially when he's enjoying his McCain Super Fries. And he doesn't seem to care that they've only got 5% fat because they still taste great. McCain Super Fries, deep fried flavor and crispness with only 5% fat. For the strong, silent type.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Son, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. Think back. Remember when you were 6 and we took you to McDonald's for your birthday party? All the kids, all the fun. All for you, son. For you. Remember that day, son? Remember when someone stole your fries, but we never found out who? Never found out. It was him.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
This is where I work. These are my coworkers. Those are my customers. And that's me. Employee number 8. I make baskets.
Since the Hendrick Racing Team started using Quaker State, they finished 1-2 in the 96 Winston Cup standings. Finished 1-2-3 this year at Daytona. And they've won at Rockingham, Bristol, Martinsville, and Charlotte. Which makes you wonder, is it in their blood or in their engines? Quaker State, the quality the Hendrick Racing Team demands, the quality your car deserves.
Updating all the scores as we get late now in the 7th round of the Scott Tournament of Hearts. That's the game we're following. After our featured game ended with a 6-2 win, Prince Edward Island over Saskatchewan, and it's over as well. New Brunswick beats Newfoundland 6-4. So Cathy Floyd and the team from the Thistle of St. Andrews in St. John is 2-3. Newfoundland and Heather Strong from St. John's 1-3.
Well, we have the front rock out in front, and we're trying to tick here, I think. Are we not, Lou? Just trying to tick it over? Or?
I'm not sure. With the ice she gave, it looked like the come around.
Certainly did that.
Interesting. I didn't expect it.
Just before we go any further, you were away during the break, in between games, Vic, and we had, Linda and I had the cutest little visitors you've ever seen in your entire life. Michelle and her little brother brought us some donuts. Yeah.
Was that the one that I got dropped all over my pants with the jam?
Yeah, that was it.
Thank you.
The Bucala family, I think you pronounce it. But they were the cutest little munchkins, weren't they?
Sweet.
They're from Yorkton, aren't they? Aren't they from Yorkton?
Yes.
Yes. Adorable.
That's very nice.
I thank everyone that does so much for us here and all our visitors. They're so good to us.
Pretty nice shot.
Time to peel.
Yeah, now the run. Whose shot, do you think, Linda?
I thought red.
Okay.
That's usually Vic's job, though.
You had the extra hours in bed this morning.
Nice crowd here again today.
Yeah,
It's been terrific.
So we think red, do we? Victor, is that your opinion too?
Yeah, that's my thought. Okay. Thanks, Linda.
You think you're trying for the double? Yeah. Okay.
Allison wants to try the double.
BC second, Allison McInnes. As we play the 10th in a 6-6 tie, and BC has the hammer.
This time Ann will want that guard out a little further. I don't think she wants it that tight. Yeah, she's walking right up. But lots of time to develop if you can get a rock out in front.
That was a definite.
It's too tight again, Patty. It's too tight again. Ann wants that rock out in front on the center line, not in the rings. Give Sue a chance again with Allison to the double.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Girl.
Now we know who's shot.
That's right. No question now.
Ontario playing Yellowstones, and they are sitting top 4. Teresa Breen.
Okay, whoa. That's good. Nice shot.
This better?
That's a better guard.
That's I mean, it's so long, but I mean, she still forces Garvey to play.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're going to peel it. You just don't want to bring it too tight to allow any run backs.
And you're looking for a nose hit, maybe.
British Columbia has the hammer here in 10 of a 6-6 tie.
I'm not sure why they were sweeping.
No. Well, actually, Sue had gone back to look in the house, and as opposed to maybe being able to give some help on what to do in that one, the brushers were sort of left out there alone, I think. Sue was just trying to get back into the house to see in relation to where the rocks were.
But Jan could have been calling.
Yeah, Jan never said a word. It gets pretty complicated now all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's pretty nice for Ontario, and BC is going to have to be looking at ways to ensure they can get something with their last rock.
Merklinger Ann has called Teresa Breen down for a little discussion. Where do they want to go?
They're going to go onto the center line again. Sue still has that raise of the rock that's sitting on the 12-foot right on the center line.
Go halfway, guys.
She's going to try and go halfway on the center line, kind of protecting half of that, I think.
Trying to block off any of the red stuff. Go, let's go right.
Well, with that ice, it looks like she's just guarding the yellow. There's not a lot of ice anyway.
I mean, if she put it right on the center line, could you do 2 jobs with 1 stone? Do you think?
Well, you might need a little opening, but must, as Linda mentioned, must run pretty straight down here because that isn't a lot of ice to get to the center line.
Okay, clean now. Still got a curl. Where are you? Okay, just clean now. Line's better. Yep. Yes, line. Okay, that's good. Nice shot, Teresa.
She was just playing to protect the Yellowstone.
Want to try this now?
Now she called down, Sue called down to Jan Wilson, said, you want to play that angle raise on our red onto yellow now? And I guess she was shaken off. Would you play it now, or would you open it up again?
Well, if you can play it, if you make it, great. But the big thing, even if you make it, you still leave Anne a chance to get around those front rocks.
Now it's a mess.
Ooh. Now you don't have the raise anymore. Now you're looking to guard the same spot, I would think, don't you, Linda?
Yes.
Protecting this stone here. This hurts now, this one here, because BC always had this, but it's no longer available.
If Anne makes this and puts it in about the same position, Sue may only have a double peel to hope that Anne can only protect one possible option on Sue's
right.
last one. I mean, it's getting desperate for BC.
Skip stones here in this 10th. It's a pretty quiet Agridome right now. Watching BC and Ontario, the only game left in this 7th draw.
Tight. Halfway. Clean. Where are we? Just clean all the way. Roll right off. Roll. Stop. Good. Roll. That's good. Nice shot.
Pretty good.
Pretty good indeed. I think the double peel and on the red one. Yeah, I think that's all she's got.
Well, right now, Anne has closed off every option for BC.
You got to play this one, hoping you can drive it back, maybe get something happen here. Who knows if you can get some action on that stone.
Or the red onto the yellow guard as well.
Might go this way here.
You want to leave yourself something. If she did both guards off, she'd force Anne to protect the yellow one and may have the red raise. I don't know, it's a very tough situation.
Yeah, if you could get the red one and the yellow one and just put there by Anne off, then you're right. Then she'd have to make a decision on what she protected. But it looks from that shot there, though, I think if you could almost protect both of them.
Yeah, it does.
By overlapping. I mean,
Yeah.
you get a better look at it from that angle.
Right in between. Close.
Sue Garvey in her first. Trying to open things up. And now she took away her raise possibility.
Yeah, they were playing the red onto red, and it's easy to say maybe they should have tried to sweep it and catch a corner of the yellow when they saw it hanging.
Yeah, I think that's the spot right there, because then you can take away the long raise. How to get it there is the question. We haven't been following this ice, but we're going to the other turn. If you get it into this area here,
Don't make contact with that truck.
protecting, closing this hole up here, this hole here that we have here,
You're fine.
then this rock here will take away this long raise. And then I don't know what you're going to have to maybe jump over something or come off the side or
Get the ramp out.
yeah. The redirection shot of the long one close to the boards is certainly there. Would be spectacular.
Yes.
Pretty glum faces in Jan Wilson and Sue Garvey, coming off the high of beating Team Canada and Sandra Schmerler today, handing them their first loss.
She would have maybe, as Linda mentioned, points out, even with this, she could have a double by running the yellow back onto yellow. There is a rock in the rings at the back, a red rock, so.
Roll right off. Roll right off. We got a curl. It's coming now. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Halfway. Yep. Come.
But it's a toughie. It's still there. Then there's the redirection shot off of this one. Doesn't have to stick. She's right. That's why Ann wanted to get that down a little further.
Looking at it from where we sit, she still has to sneak it by a corner of that yellow stone. It's on the center line that was just thrown. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think she can hit it so she doesn't, remember, she doesn't have to stick.
Yeah, to play the pick, not the direct hit.
Yeah.
The other option is to play it a little more quietly, but boy, that would be tough.
And try and raise it right to the forefoot. Yeah, that's a good point.
The redirection doesn't even enter your thought here? Or?
Oh, that's a hard. I mean, off the side one?
Yeah.
You need so much weight.
This is a lot easier than as Linda says too. You could just play to raise it back to the forefoot, you know, and just play it that way. But she doesn't have to stick, so she's looking at trying to drive it straight back here. It's not easy, that is for sure. The nice part is you don't have to stay.
Mm-hmm. The difficult part is
part
the
of it.
distance and the angle.
So Jan Wilson will put down the brush and call the raise for her skip, Sue Garvey. In a 6-6 tie, final stone, Ontario has their winning point, the stolen point, sitting top 4.
One of those straight spots.
Now back, catch it, and it crashed on the corner of that stone just thrown by Ontario. And so it will be a steal of 1 for Ontario and a 7-6 win. So Ontario is now 2-2. British Columbia is 2-3, and Ontario now goes on to play Team Canada tonight here in Regina, where the weather is absolutely gorgeous.
And now, another TSN Sports Break.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the newsroom. In about 90 minutes from now, Sports Desk comes your way. We'll have reports from Vancouver, where the Olympic athletes have been touching down throughout the day, and lots of football news on both sides of the border to tell you about today as well. Quarterback Danny McManus says he will decide by Thursday where he'll be playing in 1998. The free agent quarterback has been pursued by Toronto, Hamilton, and Saskatchewan, and despite a big push by the Green Riders on the weekend, the Argos are still considered the favorites to sign him. In the NFL, Dana Stubblefield has signed a 6-year, $36 million contract with the Washington Redskins, and the Chicago Bears have told volatile linebacker Brian Cox he will be released on June 1st. Sergei Fedorov is in limbo as the NHL has rejected Carolina's offer sheet that he signed last week for $36 million in Nagano. Details on all those stories and a lot more coming up on Sports Desk 6:30 Eastern. Stay tuned for more curling coming up.
soft. Cottonelle. Gentle. Hypoallergenic.
What's going on in there?
Just bathroom stuff, Mom. Cottonelle. Feel the cottony softness.
The Harlem Globetrotters, Skydome, March 27th. Presented by Dunkaroos. Visit skydome.com for special savings. Tickets available at Ticketmaster or call 870-8000.
Since the Hendrick Racing Team started using Quaker State, they finished 1-2 in the 96 Winston Cup standings. Finished 1-2-3 this year at Daytona. And they've won at Rockingham, Bristol, Martinsville, and Charlotte. Which makes you wonder, is it in their blood or in their engines? Quaker State, the quality the Hendrick Racing Team demands, the quality your car deserves.
Now it's time for the TSN Turning Point, brought to you by Super 8 Motels.
Well, there's no doubt about this, Vic. Hitting to get two, an out-turn hit that just floats a little bit on her. Cathy Trowell has a chance to get 2 points here, and she gives up a steal of one. It just slides away, and that is absolutely the turning point of the game. From that point on, nothing worked for her.
As Prince Edward Island went on to a 6-2 win over Saskatchewan, a cash donation will be made to the Coaching Association of Canada for the training and development of coaches in amateur sport on behalf of TSN and Super 8 Motels with over 1,600 locations throughout North America. Life's great at Super 8. 7 draws are complete here at the Scott Tournament of Hearts in Regina.